Testicles, testicles.
Okay. Down to business. I got my wild cherry Diet Pepsi, and I got my blackjack gum here, and I got that feeling. Yeah, that familiar feeling that something rank is going down out there.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh, I'm here to fucking amuse you. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me what's funny.
Oh, me, sir, God damn it! Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
Come out to the coast, laughs. Have a few laughs.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
I'm so racist!
Anybody move, I'll blow your fucking head off.
And the medic gets out and says, oh my God.
I'm your huckleberry.
My advice to you is to start drinking heavily. Put that coffee down.
Pauline, this calls for the old Billy Baroo.
That's a huge bitch.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It's over, Johnny. It's over!
Oh yeah, that's over. Guys, I hope everybody's all right. Can hear us. I had to restart Mixler, so some people say it's working, some people say it's not, but whoever said it's working, I agree with you. Anyway, this is THT movie review. You guys, there we go. It's working now. Everybody, refresh, people. If you're in the chat room, please refresh. And yeah, I got Anthony with me, and we also have Smark. Anthony, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Going on, Box, Smart?
What's up, Smark? What's up, man?
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good time.
This is going to be a good time. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. God damn, we're going to do fucking a show we were talking about last week, the week before, Chapelle's show. So I guess we should,
Chapelle show.
yeah, let's start it off the right way then. What do you think, guys?
Definitely.
Chapelle Show. Chapelle Show. Chapelle Show. Chapelle Show. Chapelle Show. Oh! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Yeah, yeah. Let's start the show.
There you go. Let's start the show, he says, people.
Yes.
And I agree. This should be fun. But
Hey, Box.
yo.
Before we start, you better not bring your kids.
I love when he did that. Man, this is a show only went, was it 30 or a little less than 30? Let's see, 12,
I'm gonna say it was
12 in
37.
season 1, 13, so that's 25, right? 28 episodes, and David Chapelle really was only a part of season 1 and season 2, 25 episodes. I mean, one of you guys probably knows the story a little better than me. I'll be honest, I wasn't really keeping up. I know he went a little, did he kind of go like crazy, or, I mean, like Martin Lawrence?
No, in my
We're gonna
opinion,
get into that, but he didn't go crazy. We're gonna get into that as we go through the progression of the show. But no, my opinion, he didn't go crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he went crazy either. I have kind of a detailed theory on this, and we'll get into that in a minute.
Okay. All right. We'll do that. I guess, man, it's like I don't even know where the fuck to start. The Chappelle Show, I don't have the IMDb or anything on it. I just watched it. I'm just going to go because this show definitely doesn't need an IMDb. He had Charlie Murphy on this show.
Darnell Rollins,
Yep.
personal favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, both have been on NYPD Blue. I got to keep up with the gimmick, bro.
6 motherfucking degrees in NYPD Blue.
I get both of them.
The show not even 10 minutes old.
You know,
And we have our first NYPD Blue reference.
You know, it's funny. I'm
Let's
sitting.
play a game. Every time Box mentions NYPD Blue tonight, take a shot.
Dude, I can bacon game NYPD Blue. I'm telling you. You know how bacon game you have 7 moves to connect it to Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
I can do that with NYPD Blue. I'm watching Blue Bloods, which basically should be just called NYPD Blue 2.
You should be up to about 5 shots by now.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, this show gave us some. Look, tell you what, let's do this. The first season gave us characters and skits like the Black White Supremacist, which was the
Clayton Bixby.
Yep. This was episode 1. So you really got a taste, starting with episode 1, of what this show was going to be about. Just so I don't take over, why don't you guys talk about this, the Black-White Supremacist skit?
Go ahead. What is there to say? The Black-White Supremacist, Clayton Bixby. I mean, this is honestly, for my money, one of the funniest skits ever produced in the modern era of television.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say, Smart? Would you agree with that statement, or am I overhyping this segment?
No, that's definitely one of my favorites. It's interesting because the very first skit on that episode was a parody of those old Mazda commercials. I don't know if anybody remembers those, but they had like, essentially it was just like 3 20-something-year-old people, and there was like some lady that was doing some ridiculous fucking dancing to some dumbass techno music.
Yeah.
He parodied that. It came with one of my favorite lines because he's like, "That strange dancing is making my penis soft."
I like when her titty pops out and he starts talking about.
Come on.
Hold on, let's see if I can find that.
It's a blooper.
I felt guilty, like I did that shit with my mind. Come on, titty. Come on, titty.
See, luckily we have we got the stereo mix that working this week, so here we go.
Thank you.
God damn. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let's get this. Let's get to that part right there.
Show. This is the very first episode. I finally got my own show. And I mean, I'm serious when I say this is my show.
It'll be there
this
the second,
is my
guys.
show. I can show y'all whatever I want. As a matter of fact,
I got a feeling we can play all the Dave Chappelle shit we want, and ain't nobody gonna kick us off YouTube.
it's a bleeper of a bloop. Last Mitsubishi clip, real quick.
All right, right here, the left titty pops out.
Oh, you gotta see that again in slow motion. Look at my face when I see her titty pop.
And his face is hilarious. He's like, oh, God. Yeah. He looks like John Travolta for a second.
No, fuck that. He was studying that titty like it was fucking phenomenal.
Here you go.
You know the worst part about that? I felt guilty like I did that with my mind. Because the whole time she was dancing, I was like, come on, titty. Come on, titty. Well, this is it.
Come on, titty.
Oh, that was fucking great.
Some of his voice, just his voice is funny. And, obviously, this Dave Chappelle, Half-Baked, and he was the crazy funny comedian with the crazy hair in Nutty Professor, the first one. That was another amazing fucking role for him. He just went out there, and you could tell he just said, fuck it, I'm going out there doing all this.
And the funny thing about Dave Chappelle is, I mean, obviously he's an extremely talented guy, but he had been around for years and really couldn't catch a break. And literally, he blew up overnight. He was literally the definition of an overnight sensation with this show because before this, he did have Big, which, let's be honest, us listening to the show, doing the show, we like it. But it's more of a cult classic. It's not a movie that made millions upon millions of dollars. And really, up until Chappelle's show, he really didn't have much of a career in terms of like hits and things that people would know.
Yeah, not really. I mean, he had done a few things, obviously, but yeah, that movie and a lot of things. But he broke out. So this show, let's give a few of the characters that came out of this show. You had Rick James. That he. Here we go. I got it.
I'm Rick James.
Tyrone Biggums. Now here we go. I'm gonna click through. I got
free crack giveaway.
Crack it with a conscience.
That was good, smart. I got a little soundboard here. Every time I click on one of these characters, it's gonna give a quick clip. So I'll go ahead and do it. Tyrone Biggums.
I want some crack.
Sam motherfucking Jackson.
It'll get you drunk.
I'll be fucking fat bitches in no time.
I got a bunch of clips to play. I'm looking to just have a bullshit fun tonight. The Player Haters Club. What was the name of that character?
Silky Johnson, I think.
I think so. Here we go.
Reach for the sky, honky.
That was a great episode.
I will say what my favorite part of that skit, it was like an outtake. They had it on the DVD bonus features. It was him and Patrice O'Neal. I forget who Patrice O'Neal was playing, his character name. But he was like, Dave Chappelle walks by him with his women. He's like, your bitches look like a Skittles box. And he turns around and he says, I would say something about your bitches, but it appears that you ate them. Have a good evening.
I know, it was good to see Patrice O'Neal on the show, man. I forgot he had a bunch. He really gave a lot of people a shot to be on. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, Patrice O'Neal.
Both. Yeah, they were Opie and Anthony guys, but yeah, a couple of real good comedians. And yeah, white people. He gave a shot.
Thank God we finally got the opportunities we so desperately need.
Smart Box.
No, go ahead.
Do you guys finally forgive us? Is the white guilt over? Is the white guilt over? Is the Chappelle show does it make everything square?
You know what's funny is, like, this is an entirely different tangent for an entirely different evening, but I feel like a lot of the people who talk shit about white male privilege are like white women that are just trying to throw us under the bus. Like,
yeah,
if you have a problem with the way that white people have been acting, chances are, for the most part, if you're in a minority, you're not like dividing it between men and women.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's just keep going here. We also got Prince out of the true Hollywood stories.
Bitches.
We got Little John from him. He really looked like he enjoyed doing this character. He did this character a lot. So we got Little John.
Well, let's be honest. Little John, I mean, let's be honest. This was probably at the tail end of Little John's relevancy.
Well, he even got the real Little John on there once. He did Black Gallagher.
Black Gallagher, bitch.
Got warrants.
Yeah, and Tron.
Get out of my face, nigga.
All right.
Yes.
I'm making juice, bitch.
Now, like I said, I have a ton of clips. Should we probably just get right to the main? I mean, let's face it. We got a lot of characters out of him, but most people remember the Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories of Rick James and Prince.
Definitely.
So let's go ahead and if you've never seen the Wayne Brady episode, dig that motherfucker up. Dig that motherfucker up. That is so fucking funny with Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady is just, everyone knows who Wayne Brady is. Let's make a deal. Whose line is it anyway?
Drew Carey's bitch.
But in this skit, Wayne Brady's being himself, and suddenly Wayne Brady took over, quote unquote, air quotes, took over the Chappelle show because Dave had left. Funny how that
Well,
became.
it's interesting because it was kind of a callback. Because in an earlier skit, he said that Wayne Brady made Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
Right, Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney had said that in Ask a Black Guy, I think was the name of it.
Ask a Black Dude.
Ask a Black Dude. Thank you. So yeah, there was that, and Wayne Brady. Dave finally comes back. I gotta get my show back, and he gets his show back. But he does this whole skit with Wayne Brady, where Wayne Brady, they're driving around in the car, they're about to go have a drink, and Wayne Brady just, Dave Chapelle goes, you passed the movie theater with our turn. It's okay, Wayne says. And then he starts shooting people, fucking drive-bys. Then he's fucking Dave Chappelle, stop at that ATM. I need some money. I'll get you some money. He pulls up to his bitches and gets money.
Yeah, because it's funny. And I don't know if you watched Wild 'N Out. Did you watch it, Smart?
A little bit, yeah.
Because I don't know, it just seemed like this is around the time where Wayne Brady was taking a lot of shit from the black community, so that's why he kind of more or less did this skit.
Well, he
liked to poke fun at this stuff and to kind of like say, look, hey, I'm harder than you think I am, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the best parts of that, where he's picking up the money from the girls, that was the one girl that holds out on him. He's like, you better thank Dave Chappelle. Let me see, hold on.
Okay, bitch.
Wait.
Thank you.
I have to get out this car.
All right.
I forgot we got to play that one.
All right.
Here it is.
Baby. Raquel, what's this? Mr. Franklin's lonely. There's only.
Sorry, Daddy.
What do you mean sorry, Daddy? What the hell did you do? Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? I'm gonna have to get out this car and choke her. I'm not violent. I try not to be. You know what?
Wait,
okay.
come on, man.
No, I'm gonna get out of this car right
man.
now.
Come on, please. Hey, come on, just let us slide.
You better thank Dave Chappelle. Go ahead.
Thank you, Dave. And I like your show.
Run, bitch, run for your life, get some help.
Run, bitch, run.
Run for your life, get some help.
No, but oh my God, that's. Ooh.
And then
I wonder how many white people just like looked at that scene and just cried like, Wayne, you're one of the good ones. What happened to you?
Then Weebs is bringing up the next part of that scene where he's in there like training day, as doing the Denzel Washington, making him do drugs and shit. Holy fuck, that's another great fucking here. I got it right here. Here, let me see if I can get to.
Dave, I didn't know that you like to get wet. What do you mean wet? Yeah, brother. That's PCP. Angel dust. Sherman Hemsley. Love boat. Ashy.
White people love Wayne Brady because he makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
I might as well play that. Just another one of the most, I don't know, we're going to do I guess you could say every show he had a memorable skit. The World Series of Dice, we got to meet Ashy Larry, which one of the best. And who were we talking about last week but Leonard Washington.
Yes.
That probably was my favorite character of the whole show.
Favorite?
Yep. My favorite character of this whole show was Leonard Washington. I don't know why, but it was like half Sam Jackson, half Charles Bronson.
That's an interesting mix.
Well, what else could you think about the character? Well,
a couple of memorable skits with that character, like the Trading Spaces. That was a good one.
The Trading Spouses. I got that one right here. Like when he said, anytime Dave Chappelle put on the white face makeup, you couldn't help but laugh because his eyes were so weird when he did it.
Yes. Honestly, what? One of my favorite skits of the whole series, all 28 episodes, the reparations episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was so many quotable lines in that fucking skit. I can't even.
Where is that one?
Oh,
That's
God. And,
season one?
and Donnell Rollins made it for me. I'm rich, bitch, and he honked the horn.
Yeah. Where is that one? Because that's where we meet. We meet Trump. There it is. Slavery reparations.
What was really good about that is like that they were showing the stock market values going up, and it was like NBA and like Winston cigarettes and shit. They were like going up twice as much.
Yeah, let's see if I can find the beginning of that episode, that skit. I'm trying to right now. Like I said, I've got all the skits here. So
now a News Center 3 special report with Frank Dobson and Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor, another character by Dave Chapelle.
Excuse me while I tighten up my Chuck Taylors over here.
Americans as reparations for slavery. Well, today the first checks were sent out. Wendy Mullen is standing by live in Queens with more. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
With y'all broke ass.
Broke ass.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. I'm going to go back to it here. Hold on.
Sir, now that you've got your check,
Hold
do you
on.
plan on quitting your job driving this truck?
Truck driver? I ain't no truck driver. I'm a janitor.
Janitor?
That's right, baby. I just bought this truck straight cash. And I got enough cigarettes to last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, bitch!
So, Chuck, as you can see, it's
There was your part right there. There you go.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
In just a second, they're going to do the stock market part of this. And, yeah, where they're saying, what was it? New here.
You're right, Wendy. Hot damn almighty, I bet you're right. Well, these checks aren't just affecting things on Beach Street. Wall Street is having a big day as well. Our financial correspondent, Michael Peterson, is there. Michael, what's happening?
Chuck, a lot of activity, as you can imagine, here on the market. These people are spending money like hotcakes. Get this, Sprint stock has skyrocketed after the news that 2 million delinquent phone bills have been paid just this morning. Incredible. Gold is way up. Diamonds are at their most expensive level ever. Catchphrase around here is certainly bling bling. Oil has dropped to $1.50 a barrel, while chicken shot to $600 a bucket. Amazing news there. Just about everything on the market is up. However, watermelon is surprisingly flat to find many analysts out there. Chuck, get this. 8,000 record labels have been started in the last hour. Incredible. Cadillac announced that they sold 3 million Escalade trucks this afternoon alone. It's incredible, Chuck. These people just seem to be breaking their necks to give this money right back to us. Folks, I am happy to report that the recession is now
breaking their necks to give this money right back to us.
Yes.
Oh, shit, that's a great one, man.
That's a true ass statement. And once again, you know, we're gonna get into this as the show progresses, but there were a lot of, if you really paid attention to the skits, no matter how over the top they were, there were a lot of subliminal messages hidden in each message. You just had to pay attention.
Yeah, they weren't like message, but there were a lot of shots taken in what was being said and when they were saying it. Yeah, definitely. I guess, you know what? Let's go ahead and just stick with season 1, then we'll go to season 2. Season 3 was really just a best of kind of.
Yeah.
So let's...
I mean, out of the 3 seasons, 3 was the weakest because, you know, and once again, we'll get to it later as we go on. But that's when all of the controversy broke. I think he might have only completed like 2 or 3 episodes, and then the rest were basically pieced together skits from rehearsals and stuff like that.
Yeah. But another great skit from season 1, and we were talking about this off air the other day when we actually decided to do this Chapelle show. The Mad Real World.
Yep.
Yes.
This is where I come in. We were talking about favorites earlier. This is my absolute favorite, I would have to say.
Definitely. Well, go ahead, man. I'll get it loaded up, see what I can play, and start talking, man.
Well, I guess basically the premise of that was, like, when they used to do the Real World back in the day, there would always be just, like, one token black cast member, usually a male. And they would, like, purposely go out of their way to fuck with the person. And then when the person ended up getting mad, they would, like, start saying that they felt vulnerable with him in the house. So essentially what it was just, it was a play on that. It was kind of the opposite. There was like 5 or 6 black people and one, like, super white guy.
Yeah, and we said he did creepily look just like the Miz, like a fat Miz.
He does. He really does. I mean, not to make this the wrestling show, but seriously, look at that dude's face.
Yeah.
Please, I implore everybody to look at that dude's face and tell us with a straight face that he does not look like Mike Mazzani.
He did.
And to help you out a little bit, his name is Christian Finnegan. If you want to Google him and take a look.
Mm-hmm. What is he from? What was he from at that time?
Two white people. I'm going to guess. Box came from two white people.
No. What show? He obviously was an actor.
He's a stand-up comic. He was like one of those people that Chapelle gave a chance to, like Bill Burr and Patrice O'Neal and all that.
Okay. Because I've never seen him in NYPD Blue, so I'm not sure if he does anything. So you know.
Yeah,
Here
like
we go.
his
I'll tell you
credits
what.
prior to that, I'm looking at his IMDb. It's Melvin Goes to Dinner and Indigo Wiseman.
Wow.
Like, none of the shit is recognizable. That was, like, his first big break. He went on to do other stuff after the fact, but, yeah. Chappelle Show was his big break.
Here, you want to introduce the new real world, the mad real world? Here, let's see.
This is the true story of 6 motherfucking strangers
being put in a motherfucking house.
Motherfucking lives take.
Find out what happens when people start being all polite and shit and start being real.
Mad real.
Right?
All right.
You know what? He does. He really is the
House.
Miz.
You know, needless to say, I was a little surprised to meet the other roommates.
Oh, fuck. I hate to say it, but I'd probably be all right in this house. I drink, I smoke weed. I'd be all right.
Now, real quick, I want to ask you this. I can't relate because I'm the token black guy on this show, folks. But Box, Smart, do you think that this was like an accurate portrayal of how some white people act, or do you think it was like exaggerated? I mean, do you guys in your personal lives know guys, girls even that act like this, that like act overly white, quote unquote?
Uh-huh.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, I know guys like this. Girls, I mean, she basically acted like most girls, but yeah, this was a pretty accurate skit. And goddamn, if Charlie Murphy did not make this one of the best on the fucking show, Charlie Murphy. God,
Charlie Murphy.
You know what? We always do the show and we say underrated actor. He's an underrated actor. He should have been in a lot more stuff. I kind of think being Eddie's brother was the worst thing for him. Because he's the older brother, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, but he really, as, what was it, Tyree was his name in this?
Tyree.
Motherfucker.
We can't forget Lysol.
Yeah, and by the way, the guy he brings in was anyone who has ever seen Oz, Poet was on here. Remember when Chad brings his girlfriend over?
Yeah.
And they're upstairs, and Tyree walks in with, "Yo, my man just came out of prison," and he ends up banging his girl. But that's Poet
with Lysol and Tyree.
Yeah, but that's Poet from Oz. I don't know if you ever seen Oz, but
I'll be honest. I watch a lot of stuff, and I can normally watch anything and not even bat an eye.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a half episode of one episode of Oz way back when it was still on HBO.
Scare you?
And it was like a prison rape scene.
Whoa.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm tapping out. at the point I saw like a black ass just attempting to fuck another black ass, I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I hate to say, but I've watched every episode of it. I have it.
And I don't judge you, bud.
Nah, it's a good. I mean, yeah.
I'm sure it's a good show. I mean, maybe one day, honestly, but it was too real.
No, sometimes you gotta turn away, look away, pretend that's not happening. Sometimes there were some creepy things in that show, but all in all, that show was amazing, well written, just a really good show. I'll tell you what, I always expected to see. You know who would have been a great prisoner in that show? Undertaker.
Yeah.
Undertaker would have been great in that fucking show, man. I always thought he should have had a cameo. They had a ton of people that had fucking cameos in that show, man.
Wait a minute, I'm blinking. I know we're getting sidetracked, but hey, fuck it, that's what we do.
Oh, we'll go right back.
Wasn't forgot her name in real life, but the chick from Sopranos, the wife, wasn't she on that show too?
Edie Falco.
Yeah, thank you, Edie Falco.
Yeah, she was one of the guards.
Yeah.
Yep, she was on that show. Yes, she was, and she was damn good.
Box, would you say this was like a 6 or 7 year PSA about staying out of trouble and not going to jail?
Oh my God, you watch this show. If this doesn't fucking scare you straight, for lack of a better term, then goddamn, I don't know what will. But yeah, I watched this show and I'm like, I do not want to fucking go to jail.
You know, if we're gonna talk about prison rape for a minute, I have to bring up what was his name, the Booty Warrior. You guys know about him?
No.
Enlighten us, Smart.
I forget his name. It was like Felice something, but like they did those shows where they would like go behind the scenes in jail, and there was a guy who got the name the Booty Warrior, and they were like interviewing him, and he was like, "No, I'll tell you the truth. We gonna do things either the easy way or the hard way. I like you, I want you, and I'm gonna get in that ass." And like he apparently like raped like 25 men.
Oh
in, like,
God.
2 years.
Like, oh shit.
That's a scary motherfucker.
All right, put it to you like this.
Felice Johnson. There we go. Thank you, Weebs.
Yeah, Felice Johnson. You were right.
This is an obscure movie, an obscure line, but fuck it, I'm gonna put it out there since Smark just dropped that little bit of interesting knowledge on us. Are you guys familiar with a guy by the name of Eddie Griffin?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
He was in a little movie called The New Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he was a prisoner in that movie. And he basically helped the DJ Call's character, basically taught him how to be a tough guy and a badass. And the one line he had in that movie that cracks me up to this day is, he was in prison all these years. He was like, prison, man. The sex you want, you can't get. The sex you get, you don't want. And that pretty much sums up prison life, folks. So stay out of trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you know I've heard of Eddie. I told you I love that dysfunctional family show he did.
Yeah, I mean that's a guy, like, he gets props, but he doesn't get the props he deserves. Man. I mean, because if you were like watching Def Comedy Jam back in the day, and damn near any black comedy you could think of in the 1990s, early 2000s, Eddie Griffin had a cameo or walk on or something.
Yeah, and you know what? Weebs just brought this up. He was in the World Series of Dice Skit. That was in season 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he was in the World Series of Dice Skit too. So.
And yes, Bobby, we will get to fisticuffs. Turn my headphones up.
Oh, don't worry, I got that one right here. I have every episode. I literally just watched all of these episodes last week.
Now, since we're on, matter of fact, let's get to this for real quick. Since we're talking about skits, random skits, where do you guys stand on one of my favorites, the R. Kelly skit?
Haters wanna hate.
The remix.
Yeah, we might have to play some of that.
I don't even want.
That was season 2.
The above, I want to piss on you.
That's it. What was that one on? Was that season 3?
I think it was season 2, maybe.
I can't find it.
I think it was season 1, and I think he brought it back up in season 2 because he was like, R. Kelly came up to me and he was like, "How you gonna make a video about peeing on somebody?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "Man, how you gonna make a video about peeing on somebody?"
I'd have to see what episode that was on, but yeah, I have it. Like I said, I know I have it, but let's see. When it comes to all right, I guess we should just go ahead and go to what do we got here? The Return of Tyrone Biggums, Blackzilla. God damn, that was funny. Inner City Gang Wars, and Fisticuffs. Here we go.
For you, Bobby.
Well, I got to go through the beginning. What part does he want me to play? Let's see. Let me go to the skit hall.
The Inner City Warfare skit.
The song, obviously. Here we go.
50 cents. It's ridiculous. I got one DVD in the mail from I don't even know who sent it to me, but it was crazy. Let me see this.
Yeah, it's going down. You know how I get down. Funkmaster Flex. And be clear, all the big dogs know that my man Fisticuff rules the streets. And if you haven't heard that joint, turn my headphones up. You need to get with it. Act like you want it. One time for your mind. All this is high.
What? Turn my headphones up. I'm serious, nigga. Turn them shits up. Turn them up. Hold up. I'm serious, nigga. I can't hear out of this here. Turn my headphones up.
I stabbed a brother in the neck with a butter knife for 50 cup. Just cuz. It ain't going platinum, it's going double uranium, son.
Uranium,
We popping bottles, stabbing people, killing people.
Yeah. Hold up, nigga. I can't hear out my left headphones. This one, nigga. This is my left. Turn it up. Why you drop the beat out, man? All right, here I go. You ready to rock it? You ready to see how we do on the streets?
All right, let's break this up for a sec so we don't get kicked off YouTube. The whole time, by the way, he really is trying to get this motherfucker to turn his fucking headphones up. That's the funniest thing. He's really trying to get his headphones turned up, and this turned into a song. Brilliant. Did he have writers, or was this really all of Dave Chappelle's mind?
A combination of all of the above.
It was, for the most part, a 50-50 effort. Like, he was one of the head writers, and the other head writer was Neil Brennan of, they did Half Baked together.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. Good. This guy's a fucking genius. Let's go ahead and play more. Bobby's getting itchy over there, I can tell.
All right. Make that beat drop. Nigga, I said drop, not drum, bro.
The ghetto is understood what this is. Holla at your boy.
I'm saying, nigga, you can't just put velvet in the shit and think they nice headphones.
Where's my snare? Where's my snare? 4, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna drop it like this. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop it like this. I'm gonna drop it like this. Hold on. Turn my left headphone up a little more.
You don't know about fisticuffs by now? Something's wrong with you. He's got the illest joint out right now. He's crazy with it. Turn my headphones up.
Nigga, I'm serious. I can't hear out my left headphone. Turn that shit up. Yeah, let that beat ride like that. That's right. Here I come. I'm gonna drop it. Y'all ready? Oh, nigga, you got the beat. Pump up that bass. Pump up that bass. Pump it up. What happened? What is the beat gonna stop?
His lyrics are so tight, they don't even have to rhyme. And the word on the street is late night, one night in the ghetto. My man got shot in his ear like 8 times.
What? Nigga, I can't hear. Turn up my headphones. Turn them up. Turn them shits up. Put some treble in it. Put some treble in it. That's my word. All right, here we go. Hold up, nigga. I need some water. My throat's dry. Well, how the fuck you expect me to rhyme if I can't talk, nigga? I'm thirsty. What is this, jail, motherfucker?
Cop the album that you need. Turn my headphones up. It's on Headphone Records, baby. There's a lot of heat right here.
Turn them up. Turn them shits up. Not for real, nigga. I'm saying on the paper, I'm writing.
Yo, fisticuffs, if you need some new artists, we down. I'm killing people. We drinking more, we banging chicks with no rubbers and all that stuff. Gangster.
Fisticuffs. You heard? What? You heard? What? What?
All right. There you go. Fisticuffs.
Yeah. And you know what that little skit just taught us? You know, and I don't know. Maybe this is the reason why some people that skit, as funny as it was, it embodied why a lot of people hate hip hop, because they feel like it's just a bunch of random beats and guys grunting, screaming, saying shit that doesn't make any sense.
That is wildly accurate to a lot of ways that, like, people that open their freestyles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you get like a solid minute of all right.
Yes, it's called thinking.
See, it's like, as long as I have a dope beat, let me just talk and kill some time. Like, yo, Box, give me a beat.
Yeah, that's what DMX did for most of his songs. Let's be honest here.
No. The DMX was on another level though. Like before the drugs, Earl Simmons was a hell of a goddamn rapper.
Before the drugs. All right. All right, you want to get...
Don't want that, baby. Now, leave
get...
X alone, man. Leave.
All right. But yeah, that's another excellent one. I guess we should get into season 2, because there's one I'm not going to be able to talk about on season 2.
Yeah. What you talking? look.
This is why I wanted to get the sounds working, so I didn't have to say anything.
Yo, Box, all you got to do to protect yourself, protect the innocent here, is do the opposite of Clayton Bixby.
There you go.
You're a black white, so you're a black supremacist.
That's what it is.
Dang.
All right. But we did start off with the racial draft in season 2, episode 1. Holy fuck, man. Anybody remember this one?
Oh yes, yeah. It's a couple niggas I still want to trade, but yeah, this is a famous episode.
This was also the Sam Jackson beer episode. Matter of fact, fuck it, let's play it. Give me a second here.
What'll it be, guys?
I'll have a scotch on the rocks.
I'll have a Samuel Adams. I'll have a Samuel Jackson.
Bill Burr.
You know something? I'll have a Samuel Jackson, too.
Me 3. 3 Samuel Jacksons coming right up.
Good motherfucking course, motherfucker. Samuel Jackson, made painstakingly by me, Samuel L. Jackson. It'll get you drunk. You'll be fucking fat girls in no time. You might even fight a nigga or two. Bitch. How's it taste, motherfucker?
Can you stop yelling at me, please?
No, I can't stop yelling, because that's how I talk. You ain't never seen my movies? Juice, that was a good one. Deep Blue Sea, they ate me. A fucking shark ate me. Drink, bitch. Jurassic Park, Samuel Jackson. It's my beer. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
That last part there is from Rules of Engagement. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that with him and Tommy Lee Jones.
Bits and pieces.
Good movie. It was on cable last month. It's a really good movie though.
And can we point out how infinitely more funny Dave Chapelle is whenever he uses the word bitch? Like I said, he single-handedly made that probably one of the funniest curse words on the face of the planet.
And yeah, he did. Now, real quick, was he the first, or was South Park the first to really start using the language after the certain time at night, which I believe is after 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern?
Well, just for I guess you probably might have to get an edge to South Park.
I'm not sure if
they were around longer.
Yeah, but this was, there's no way half the stuff in one of the first seasons, he literally had one where he told the story of Dave Chappelle, written by Dave Chappelle. Talked about this off air too. And he came out as a baby, and he just had a dick that was bigger than the baby. It was, how do you get away with that shit on Comedy Central? There's no way this show would last now. No
Too
fucking
many
way.
pussies.
Huh?
Too many pussies.
Too PC. Just the whole world is a bunch of pussies. It's pussified. But this show would not do. No one would watch it. I don't even know if Comedy Central would allow it on the air anymore.
And I'm gonna say like two things, since we're on that note, Box. And I don't know, I might be all base here, but I was thinking about this today in preparation for the show, and I was thinking like, who does Dave Chappelle remind me of? And I came to the conclusion that he reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld. He is the Black Seinfeld, not only in terms of the presentation of the show with the he'll do like the intercuts between skits. He'll talk to the audience, bust it up with the audience. Basically similar to how Seinfeld the first couple seasons were, when they would do those little like intermittent scenes where he's actually like at a club live on the show. And also the other aspect that I compared it to in terms of Seinfeld was the fact that he's an observational comic.
Right.
It's not so much that he gets up there and tells jokes, even though he is funny, but it's like he just makes observations that happen to be funny because let's be honest, life is funny. Watching people is funny.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? I've made that same comparison there before to him and Seinfeld. By the way, Bobby says it was South Park first. Dave Chappelle obviously took it, ran with it, and made it a little more, because he used every word that he could and did everything he could get away with. He even said that there were stuff that they couldn't show on air that he, wanted. I think Smark said there was a DVD.
Yeah.
With a lot of bloopers and stuff.
Yeah, the season DVD, the show DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want a fact here, if you want a random factoid, the DVD sets for seasons 1 and 2 of Chappelle's Show have sold extremely well since their release. As of 2005 to today, the first season DVD was the best-selling TV series set of all time, beating out other popular shows such as The Simpsons, American Dad, Family Guy, Friends, and Seinfeld.
Wow.
Those right there are some heavy hitters.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
They were huge.
For real, man. This is no hype. This is no bullshit. When this show literally came out of nowhere and blew up, it really did. It really did.
It did. And not only did he do observational humor, but he also took things that were pop culture and popular at the time, like in the second season, in one of them he did the remember Calvin working at McDonald's?
Yes.
Yeah, he did Whack Donald's, and eventually they started robbing Calvin's ass. All right.
What the fuck you spell like French fries?
Yeah. I mean, he just took a lot of, commercials that were popular and things that were popular, made them funny, and you could still get away with it at that time. What year was this, by the way? I don't know. You seem to have the IMDb or something pulled up on this.
Oh, well, I got it from memory.
Whack Arnold's, that's what it was. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Anthony.
No, in terms of the timeline, it ran from January of 2003 to July of 2006. I know this because the show stopped running like a week or so after my birthday.
That ran when? Tell me again.
January of 03 to July of 06.
Okay. Then we need to give Dave Chappelle and Comedy Central a lot of credit, because we've proved that Janet Jackson's 2004 booby shot fucked this world up when it came to content that we see on our television and radio and here on our radios. For him to get away with that, all this shit that he did in the middle of all that, wow. That says a lot for both him and for Comedy Central for backing him to do it.
Plus, not even that. He was a brand.
Mm-hmm.
That was a brand. At that point, he had the Midas touch. Because the show, the show literally stopped at a point in time when people wanted more. It wasn't like people were tired of it when it ended.
Mm-hmm.
It stopped at a point in time. He basically went out on top. To make it for comparison's sake, you think of a show like The Honeymooners.
Okay.
It ran for like 2 seasons. It only ran for 39 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
When they put out the DVD or any DVD subsequently, they named them the Classic 39.
Okay.
39 episodes. Basically, after 39 episodes, Jackie Gleason said, "You know what? Fuck it. I want to go out on top." Boom. At a point in time when, that show literally could have ran at least 10 years. He could have got 10 years worth of mileage out of the show. That's how popular it was.
Yeah.
But he took the approach of less is more, leave them wanting more, leave while you're on top. That's not exactly why Chappelle's Show left the air. It was a lot of controversy into it, which coincidentally ties into the language. And I think I have a couple theories on why he left, but I think that he was starting to feel like the walls closing in, that all of a sudden maybe people weren't laughing with him, they were laughing at him.
Right.
Specifically some of the people he was working with, but we'll get into that soon.
Well, we also got in season 2, Paul Mooney. Those of you who don't know, Paul Mooney was a writer for Richard Pryor.
Yeah, man.
So obviously an incredibly talented guy, needless to say. So, but he came back because he was doing, like Anthony said, he was doing Ask a Black Dude. Well, he came back in season 2, but did not want to do the same segment. And he came back as Negro Damas. Here we go. Let's have some fun.
Negrodamus, What mistakes did Michael Jackson make before he got arrested?
Michael Jackson should have not been a singer. Michael Jackson should have been a priest. Then he would have just been transferred. You man.
Negro Damas? Why is President Bush so sure Iraq has weapons of mass destruction?
Because he has the receipt.
Okay, let's think how controversial this show was. Just that one right there. Because he's saying, basically he just said he sold them the motherfucking nuclear weapons. But yeah, lots of controversy in this show. I'll keep going with this skit, by the way. It's not much longer, so here we go.
Next question.
Ciao, buonasera, Negro Damos. Io sono italiana e
Okay, that's let's go through that
Tutti ti
one.
mandiamo-
It's in a different language and no one can read the subtitles. So we'll just skip that one. That's about the end of the skit. So what the hell? We'll just go. Now I'm obviously trying to find, and this is also the Black Gallagher sketch, where let's not forget he pulls out a fucking gun, shoots the watermelon instead of smashing it, and ends up killing a guy in the audience. Amazing. Just
You know what I will say that's interesting about the Paul Mooney stuff is there's a point in I believe it's the Ask a Black Dude skit where he tells Dave Chappelle not to have too much fun because a white man will come and take everything from. He said, if you have too much fun, they'll even come and take your show. And it's ironic because I don't remember the exact phrasing, but it was really similar to how it ended up ending.
Yeah,
he basically called it.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Mooney been around for a lot of years, so yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he has. He's definitely been around a long time, so he definitely knows what's up. So,
yeah, the Richard Pryor show.
Yep. So let's go ahead and do something real quick here, because this is the real part of season 2. This was another real controversial episode of his. That. Everyone hear that?
Teaching Tim how to ride a bike. These are the niggas that we love. N-I-G-G-A-R, it's the nigga family. It's the nigga family.
There we go. This is an insane sketch here. I can't even believe he did this, but he did.
Are you going to talk about people being sensitive now? If that would have happened now, people would have lost their fucking minds.
Oh shit! The show wouldn't air. You know what it would have been? It would have been a lost episode.
Mm-hmm.
The episode too controversial to air on TV.
Absolutely.
It would have been like an extra on the DVD. You would have had to fucking download the shit for $12.99.
Yeah, and of course Dave comes in and just makes this sketch gold.
Morning, niggas.
Why, it's Twisted, our colored milk fan.
And it's my favorite family to deliver milk to. The niggas. Something sure smells good. You niggas cooking?
We sure are. There's some leftover bacon if you'd like some.
Ooh, none for me. I know better than to get between a nigga and their pork. I get my fingers bit. Here you go. I hate to bother you about this, but, well, you didn't pay your bill last week. And I know how forgetful you niggas are when it comes to paying bills.
Golly, Twisted, it slipped my mind. Here you go.
Holy shit.
Oh, nigga, please. Nigga, please. Well, take care, Mr. N-word. I have a hot date with the wife tonight.
All right, take care.
All right, peace, nigga. Niggas?
Was this the most controversial one, or was this not even close?
I would say it's probably a tie between this and Clayton Bixby. In terms of in terms of today's audience and in today's climate that we live in, these would probably be the two segments that get picked apart and dissected the most.
Yeah, I could definitely see this one being one of the worst.
But that once again, part of the genius of Dave Chappelle was he literally took racial stereotypes from damn near every ethnicity you could think of known to man and just blew them up.
Yeah.
And some of them are true, some of them are accurate, but I think he just painted that picture that, hey, this is how, because we as a people, as a culture, don't come together and try to get to know people and try to understand people, we kind of look at people with like we kind of label a whole race of people, black, white, whatever you had, what have you, as one specific entity. Like everybody acts the same way. So that's basically, if you want to look at that sketch, that's basically what he's trying to say.
And I will say, in my opinion, I think that's what he did better than anyone else. Was like he did racial comedy, but he didn't just stick to the same tired stereotypes. Like he got in there deep. Like he had his own perspective. Like you wouldn't have got that kind of perspective from anyone else. And there was that skit. Speaking of season 2, there was the like the what white people listen to and what black people listen to. That skit.
Yeah,
and that was a good one.
The white people can't dance episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. We've pretty much brought up all the really important stuff in the second one. So, the Wayne Brady one. Oprah's baby daddy was a great one, too.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to just start getting into the characters? Obviously, Rick James, Prince, and all the other characters. So we could just start playing some sounds and having fun with it instead of fucking reviewing.
One of my it was not very important in terms of like compared to everything else, but one of my favorite ones was just him just basically dicking around. He did the skit. It was like people were pitching him movie ideas.
Yeah.
And at some point they cut to him like dressed up as he has goat legs.
Yeah.
He's freestyle rapping. He's like, how you gotta whip it like this, son? How you gotta rip it like that, son? Can't have that because it's action. Talking Bob because I'm black, son. That's right. I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep.
I do remember. I don't even know which episode. I don't know which one that was, but that was a hilarious. These were all great. I didn't find one in here. Not one episode was I like, why did that? Why?
And you want to talk about an obscure skit? This one don't get a lot of love, but it's still hilarious to me because, like I said, I'm a big fan of just like reactions and how how people it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Just facial reactions. Do you guys remember the HBO Real Sex Street interview?
Yes.
Oh my, that one does not get a lot of play because it was just like literally like a short like 30-second to a minute clip. But my God, that was his reaction was fucking hilarious. Old gangbang, fuck off.
The biggest mistake I made was having sex with a little gangbang here without a rubber.
Here, let's see. What show was that on? Let's see
that
which
was,
episode.
The second episode of the first season.
Was it the second episode of the first season?
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
And to give people perspective, basically Dave Chappelle and this chick was out on a date, and they asked the chick like, "What was your craziest sex story or whatever?" And she basically said, "Well, I hooked up with this guy in college, and my roommates were cheering me on like cheerleader style." And I can't even do justice to the expression on Chappelle's face at the point when he heard this. He's like, "Date's over. I'm out of here."
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it. I got it. Hold on. Right after the white girl singing insults.
She was actually fine, by the way. Get her number.
Here we go. Wait.
Real Sex Street Interviews, take 1.
Sophia, what's the craziest thing you ever did sexually?
The craziest thing I ever did. Okay. One time I had a 3-way with these 2 guys in college, and my sorority sisters were like cheering me. Yeah. That'd be it. That'd be it.
What about you, sir? Craziest thing I ever did sexually?
They'd probably be having sex with old gangbang here without a rubber. It's fucking done, man. The state is over.
Wait a minute. Hold. I'm kidding.
We're fucking done, man. Date's over. Get off me.
And honestly, that's another thing. I mean, and Dave Chappelle, he's a very intelligent dude, but he got the perfect voice for comedy. The way he talks naturally it makes everything infinitely more funny. Like honestly, I honestly, we could be having the most serious conversation, and I think I would just be cracking up the whole time.
Yeah. And of course, the we were talking about this off air too. Was the wrap it up? Remember the wrap it up segment? Yeah. Here.
The crime you've committed was very serious. And before I sentence you, I'd like to say a few words about your arrest record. What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up.
Where he was talking about when they just played the music to wrap it up on the Oscar awards and stuff. That's
Funniest one was when he was in bed with the chick. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm not even close. Not even close. He held up the sign.
Yep, exactly.
I'm going to rock it tonight. Have you ever felt this in your life? I'm taking you on a journey, girl. Oh. Psych. Psych, dog, isn't she? It ain't over.
Wrap it up.
For real? Not even close?
Not even close.
Hold on now. Hang in there with me. About that.
Hey, can you read? Wrap it up. You need to wrap it up. Wrap it up.
There you go.
Nice.
On a related note to that one, that actually got me thinking about one of the really good ones, The Love Contract.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually, and for what it's worth, a bit of trivia there, it was like one of the first appearances by Rashida Jones on anything.
Oh, okay. Damn.
She is fine.
Now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go.
No, I was saying, since we're talking about random skits real quick, what about Pop Copy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, we can't go past. We can't go any further without talking about that.
No, and another actor who Michael Rappaport was in a bunch of this stuff too. He's not exactly a nobody in the acting world.
Hell yeah, I like to suck toes. What can I do for you?
Yeah. God damn. Do you know which episode that was on, Anthony?
Pilot, very first one.
Was it?
Yeah.
It might have been.
Then give me a second. I will find it. That's one we can probably play.
I'll probably
what I
forget
am
my
the
kid's
man.
name, but I remember random movie shit, folks.
Here we go. Pop Copy.
Well, I have obtained a copy of their training video. Go ahead, America. Take a look at my new expose.
This is the official 2002 Pop Copy employee training film with your host, Ralph Henderson.
Hello, I'm Ralph Henderson. And if you're watching this video, that means you've just been hired to work here at Popular Copy. Me and my friends are going to show you the basics of what it's like to work here. You guys ready?
Yeah!
Great.
Getting to work.
First of all,
what is that guy's name? The Spanish guy the Latino dude that he did Half Baked with?
Guillermo Diaz.
That motherfucker is hilarious. His facial expressions are the shit.
Yes.
He's an amazing. Is he a stand-up comic or just an actor who does a bunch of shit?
He's an actor. Like after that show he went on, he was like a big part of Weeds.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him in other things. I just wasn't sure if he started as an actor, started as a comedian. I really don't know a lot about this show, so that's why I'm glad I got both of you guys here to bounce off of. So.
Funny dude. Man.
Yeah, he's amazing. I mean, even in Half Baked, everything was, fuck that shit beat.
But he a Northeast boy.
No shit. So here you go.
never show up on time. And if a supervisor happens to ask you where you were, your response should sound something like this. Manuel, why were you late?
Man, I got here when I could. Shit, you're not my fucking mom's.
Perfect.
Servicing the line.
Occasionally, you may get snagged by one of these customer people. Just remember, your job is to frustrate them and make them feel unwanted. If you can, wrap up a story that'll make them feel uncomfortable. For instance.
You understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I mean, you know my reputation. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'll go to Rikers for 3 or 4 years just to prove my point. I mean, I don't play that shit. Can I help you?
Yeah, and by the way, that's Michael Rappaport. Higher Learning, he was in Metro with Eddie Murphy. Anyone else got any more movies he's been in?
I'm trying to remember it. It's slipping. It's slipping me right now. But he did a Spike Lee flick.
He also was in an episode of NYPD Blue. Anyway.
Or. Hell yeah, I suck toes. Good afternoon. Welcome to Pop Copy. Can I help you?
Or. What's wrong?
My butt is itching like crazy, and I took a shower. Can I help you?
Computer technology.
If a customer has a computer disk, then look at it and tell them it's the wrong format. If they use Apple, tell them we're PC. If they use PC, tell them we're Apple. And if they got both, then tell them we use Linux. And if they got that, tell them the computers are down. They should be anyhow.
It's the whole system actually went down. It's gonna be shut down for a couple hours.
Hours? The system?
It happens.
The whole system?
But this is a big place. How can your system?
Sister, I gotta go take a shit.
The management.
Should a customer get all uppity and ask to speak to a manager, then tell him, guess what? I am the manager.
I want to see the manager.
Yeah, no, see, I am the manager.
You as a manager?
That's right, my friend.
I'm the only manager here. Unless you want to talk to the Pop Copy president. And I don't know him. You might can help me out with that. I don't know.
I mean, really get in their face about it.
I want to see your manager.
What, nigga? I am your manager. What's up?
You're the manager?
That's right. How are you? You done. That's it. Your job is done, nigga. Get out.
I asked to call you later, black and white. What are you talking about?
You know, a lot of people ask why. Why treat the customer this way? Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Bathroom upkeep.
Bathroom upkeep is important to us here at Pop Copy. Be sure to spray chocolate sauce on the wall near the toilet to give the appearance of errant feces. This will ensure that any customer who uses our restroom will never, ever return to one of our stores. We ask that you sign a sheet to verify this gets done once an hour, 24 times a day. Uh-oh, Tony. You missed a spot. Whoa. Now that looks poopy. I hope you found this tape informative. And should you ever doubt yourself and consider treating a customer with respect, just remember this. You graduated from grade school and you don't have to take shit from anyone. Welcome to the Pop Copy family and congratulations.
All right. There you go. Now, who are you and Weebs talking about, Smark?
We were talking about Guillermo Diaz, that we were just talking about from the Pop Copy skit and a couple of the other skits. He is apparently an openly gay man.
Really?
Yes.
Wouldn't expect that from a guy like that, but hey, it doesn't fucking matter to me. He's funny as shit either way.
Yeah. Oh, he's great.
He's amazing.
Guess what? I am the manager.
Yeah, there. Oh, here we go. Michael Rappaport. Thank you, Weebs. Posting a few movies here. True Romance, Copland, Deep Blue Sea, which Sam Jackson / Dave Chapelle just mentioned. Next Friday, Prison Break, Men of Honor, great movie. I do remember him. He was in Men of Honor. The Sixth Day. He was in Men of Honor though. He played Snow Hill.
Yeah, and a couple of other underrated flicks he was in Higher Learning. I don't know if you remember him. He became a skinhead.
I mentioned Higher Learning.
Oh,
before we even played the skit. Yeah, I mentioned Higher Learning. I love that movie. It's a really good movie.
Did you see you ever see a movie called Zebrahead?
Mm-mm.
That was his first movie.
Really?
You gotta check that out.
Yeah, but I like Michael Rappaport. He's pretty fucking good, man.
Yeah.
He's just he's got a voice that kind of typecasts him. Weebs is in here putting in some a few things that we didn't get to yet. Let me go ahead and read this real quick.
Are you proofreading everything, Box?
I don't think I have to proofread the first one. It's okay. I've read it twice already. To be honest, yeah, I am. During a June 2004 stand-up performance in Sacramento, California, Chapelle left the stage due to audience members interrupting the show by shouting, "I'm Rick James, bitch!" which became his most famous catchphrase, obviously. After a few minutes, Chapelle returned, continued by saying, "The show is ruining my life," stated that he disliked working 20 hours a day, and the popularity of the show is making it difficult for him to continue his stand-up career, which was the most important thing to him. So, that might have explained my question of, did he go crazy, blah, blah, blah. Was he working too hard? I guess we can go ahead and get into that, and then we'll get into the characters, you know, Rick James and all that shit that he did make famous. So,
Yeah.
Anthony, I guess you and Smart can kind of get into both. You both sort of had some theories, I believe. I hope I'm not putting anyone on the spot here.
No, not at all.
Okay, so go for it, guys.
Well, I'll give the floor to Smark first. You're our guest, so shoot.
All right. Well, like he even kind of mentioned the whole Rick James thing in like one of his stand-up specials while the Chapelle show was going on. He was saying he was like, people just run up on him like when he's with his family, like at Disney World and shit. Be like, "I'm Rick James, bitch." It's like, it's a family park, motherfucker. You can watch him out. But like, essentially, he worked super hard, and he was like, stand-up was definitely the most important thing to him, and he hated being like the idea that he could be reduced to a catchphrase. That really bothered him. And it was affecting a lot of his stand-up performances, and like also some of the racial humor. Like he was saying that people were starting to laugh for the wrong reasons, like they weren't appreciating the actual nuance of it. They were just like, he was kind of thinking that he was starting to become more of a detriment than he was an actual, you know, commentator of like racial issues.
He was kind of becoming a parody of himself instead of being the stand-up comic that he really wanted to be. Is that right? Is that kind of what you're saying there?
Yeah,
He basically felt like he was becoming a puppet.
and there's a situation like towards 2013, maybe 2014, he started doing stand-up again. Like he was doing shows, and there was an incident in Connecticut where they kept chanting Rick James and shit. He ended up just leaving. So yeah, he definitely hated just the idea of being reduced to a catchphrase.
Which kind of shows how much he did love stand-up comedy. You know, a guy like a guy who's taking it seriously and like a job, and as you know, a business that he can thrive in, is gonna get like that. He seemed like he cared about his stand-up comedy. And the show was more of just like an outlet for him to release his, I don't know, craziness in his head. You know what I mean? Just an outlet. But he wanted his stand-up comedy to be separate from that outlet. That
makes sense.
That's how I could be half drunk and stoned, but whatever. That's how I usually do the show anyway, so get used to it.
Oh, we're supposed to be keeping this show professional, Bob. Professional.
This is how I remain professional.
Yes, yeah, Bob. Yeah, I'm sad to report that Box has failed the THT wellness policy. He's gonna be gone for 30 days.
No, this is only a $2,500 fine, sir. Ooh, I did take a muscle relaxer last night.
Yeah.
My fiance has got a prescription. Will that work?
Shit.
How about if I double that fine? Will that work? All right.
Wink, wink. Yeah, but I can't really add too much to what Smark said because I think he hit the nail on the head as far as like what led to his meltdown, his breakdown. And we brought up a good point. Like, you know, his contract, they basically upped his contract money to like $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are saying, well,
that I knew.
Walked away from $50 million, so whatever the number was. But I pose this question to you guys, Smart, Box, people that are listening. It all comes down to, in my opinion, your self-worth, self-respect for yourself. And I think that's the concept of this whole situation that people forget about. Dave Chapelle was far from a Hollywood type of guy.
Right.
To the best of my knowledge, he still lives in Cleveland, Ohio, literally in the middle of nowhere. He does his own grocery shopping. You know, literally, like, if you live in Cleveland, it's not too far out of the realm of possibility that you will bump into Dave Chapelle walking down the street randomly with his family or just walking to the store. Hey, Dave Chapelle. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And I think what it came down to was, when it came to the racial humor, I think over time, and this is just a theory, I've never talked to the man, but I think that started to eat at him because he started to probably ask himself, I guarantee you this happened at some point. He was in a script read and he's going through the script.
Yeah.
Why is the word nigga in this script 755 times?
And I didn't write it.
It's all. I mean, and like I said, not to make this a racial thing, because I mean, obviously he had no problems going there and pushing those buttons. But I think as the show got more popular and the racial humor got more and more edgy, like you played with the nigger family skit.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably getting to a point where he started asking himself, are these people laughing with me, or do they see this as kind of like free? They have like free reign or free range to say whatever the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that started to wear on him. Number one, he felt like he was becoming a puppet for white America. Like,
right,
I can't do this. I can't. It's like I was trying to like be a solution, but now it's almost like I'm becoming part of the problem.
Right,
type of thing. And when people talk about that number, 50 million, see, I guess he was trying to make a statement that, you know what, you can't buy my self-respect. You can't buy my self-respect as a man. And I ask you guys, somebody offers you all the money in the world, 50 million, 100 billion, enough, put it to you like this, enough money to where you don't have to worry about shit for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get on a podcast and say, hey, I fucked Halle Berry. Well, if you were $1 billion, you probably could fuck Halle Berry.
Yeah.
With no problems.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the point.
She's still gorgeous. Anyway.
Yes, she is. But no, but I mean, seriously, like, I mean, at what point does it stop? Can you honestly, all jokes aside, put a value on your self-worth? Because I think that's what it came down to. Because Dave Chappelle strikes me as a prideful type of guy.
Well, I wouldn't say self-worth, because that kind of makes him sound egotistical. But dignity.
Well, yeah, that might, yeah.
You know what? You did say self-respect before, and I really agree with that more. Self-respect, dignity, self-pride, and love for the business. You know what? I'm not even going to sound like a wrestling guy and say business. Love for stand-up comedy.
The art form of it.
The art. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me a word to use. The art of stand-up comedy. He obviously loved it. You don't walk away from that kind of money without having your heart 100% into what you're doing and into something. You don't. You don't walk away from that kind of money. You take it and look.
Shut the fuck up.
I would say 99% of the people in this world would take that money, swallow their pride, and do whatever they're told to do, whenever they're told to do it. You say jump, they're going to say how high, which foot, how do I do it? That's it. They're going to do whatever you fucking tell them to. Someone who really takes a lot of love and pride in what they do is going to, I mean, that's a lot of money to walk away from. A lot of fucking money. I don't know if I would be that big of a person. I'll be honest. I don't know if I could be that big of a person to do that.
Yeah, but another piece to it is, yeah, they're giving him. You got to look at it like this. He, once again, I hate to break it down like this, but he's a black man in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. If they're offering him $50 million, they're making $200 million off of him. Probably. So that's, I mean, honestly, as much as that seems to a layperson, they're making 100 times more what they're giving him.
Oh yeah,
what they're giving him is like a drop in the bucket.
I'm sure they are, but you know what? You really have to, you can think about what he did in two ways. A, holy shit, what a crazy motherfucker. Why would he ever walk away from this? Or you can look at it as, holy shit, this guy has a real fucking grasp on what he wants to do. He knows how he wants to do it, and he's not going to lower himself. Yeah. So good for him. What a fucking move. The balls on this guy. Really, that there's two ways to look at it. Crazy motherfucker or holy shit, balls that clank.
Mm-hmm. And plus, like I said, let's be honest. They had no choice but to shut it down. For one, it's called Chapelle Show. Mm-hmm. So he knew right off the bat that it wasn't a situation where it wasn't like an ensemble cast type of thing. I mean, obviously everybody played their part.
Right.
But he was like he was the spoon that stirred the drink.
Yeah.
You couldn't take you couldn't do Chappelle's show without Dave Chappelle.
No, it's like doing.
I mean,
it's like doing the Seinfeld show with fucking Jackie Mason. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Richards, racial shit aside, was funny as shit as Cosmo Kramer, but you could not base an entire show around. He was like a good side character, but I don't think had Seinfeld attempted to do a Cosmo Kramer spinoff, it wouldn't have been as successful.
Right, and some spinoffs did try. So, but Smark, I kind of want your opinion on the whole 50 million thing. Walking away from how would you look at it?
I will say, kind of in related to that, I'm posting it here in the Mixler chat. There's a moment on like the DVD extras where they're trying to get him to put on a hat, and like basically what they're saying is like the hat is like too big. It's like it's too much over his eyes, so like they keep making him adjust his hat. And I know that sounds very trivial, but for like they hammered it in. Like they were so determined to make him fix his hat and have the hat hanging in the right place so you could see his eyes and he could be more presentable on TV. I think it was some of that had to, with him leaving, it had to do with shit like that. Whereas like you're bothering him over such trivial shit. Just let the man be funny. And it seemed like that was probably one of the things he didn't like about it. Was like, you had to do this and say that and be presentable and all that type of stuff. He just wanted to be funny.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm looking at that right now. Obviously, it's 9 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but
it starts at like 6:20. It's about a minute long or so, but
about 6:20. Let me see here.
Yeah.
4, 5, 44, 6, 18. A little bit before that. Here, hold on.
So, all right. Let's do the damn thing. As a matter of fact, if y'all good crowd, I'm gonna show you what Wayne is gonna do on Thursday. I'll let you see it before people at home see it, because this shit is incredible.
Hold on here. Should start right about now.
I need 30 seconds. I don't care. Why? Is it that bad? The shadow on? Can't see. Man, we're having a whole meeting backstage about what hat I'm supposed to wear. So let's all agree on the hat. I'll take it to the people. Some real democracy. Let me see, Andre. We got this hat.
Smoking a cigarette.
And a hush goes over the crowd. No, let's do that. Okay. Hold on, I didn't even put it up. Come on, give my hats a chance. Everybody hate my head so much, I gotta have a hat on all the time. Can't. Word, y'all like this shit? All right, now this is a hat, I'm just kidding y'all. All right, here we go. Y'all sure about this hat? Shit look like it should come with a broom or something. Am I a zookeeper in this motherfucker? Anybody feed the animals yet? The crowd has spoken.
I'll get back to the thing here, but you know what? This little thing, this outtake here proves one thing: how funny he really is, off the cuff, with a crowd, being himself.
I mean, like, even though they're bothering him, look at how relaxed he is.
He is.
Like, he is in his element right now.
Absolutely. He didn't. There was what, 5-6 seconds there where he wasn't involved with the crowd when they were talking to him. He's an engaging person, is
yes,
what he is, and that man, I really feel bad that this show might have been the worst thing for his and showed to be the worst thing for his career. Such a talented guy. So real quick. Let me go back to this, by the way.
Stop me. 2 hats into the game. All right, but hold on. Let me make sure it checks out. Can you see my eyes?
Just, if you can pull it back just a tiny.
Can't I just be mysterious for 1 week? No? Huh?
It's a little low.
Low? What's so great about my eyeballs, nigga? I can't.
All right, it's mostly visual stuff from here. He's bugging out his eyes and shit. I gotta watch this whole thing, man. I need to.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I'll
great.
watch that whole thing. And there's obviously more because that's only part 1.
There's one part, I'll just mention it while we're here.
Sure.
He was talking about doing Star Search when he was younger. And he was like, you guys remember, you remember that guy's name who beat me? You remember who it was? And they were like, no, who was it? And he's like, exactly. That was the best shit.
Who was it?
I don't even remember. I think he was on one of the times with Justin Timberlake.
Wow.
Interestingly enough.
Let's see here. Dave Chappelle, Star Search. Star Search. There it is. Dave Chappelle, Star Search. Oh my God, it's actually on. It's only 2 minutes. Maybe we'll play it at the end of the show.
He was also on Death Comedy Jam.
That I remember. He was he was the youngest comedian ever on Star Search. Let me see if it shows who he's against. If not, I can always just mute the clip and find out when he comes up. Here we go. Here's the clip. Shit. Like, how long could it be? Is it all too? Give me 1 sec here.
Very long.
Yeah, no, it's not really. I don't know who he was against, but here, let's play the whole sketch he does because that's actually not long.
Hit it.
Here.
Dave Chapelle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll louden it. Don't worry. Give me a minute.
I don't know if they've mentioned this. I was recently on Black Entertainment Television. I kind of have a feeling most of you haven't seen that. I don't know why. Man, last week I went to the movies. You know what movie I had a problem with? The Batman movie. You guys notice Batman never fights crime in neighborhoods that need it. I mean, really, I would love to see Batman fight crime in my neighborhood. I can see now just Robin. Yes, Batman. Didn't we park the car right here, man? Tell you, man, growing up in D.C., D.C.'s a crazy place to grow. I had like the most dangerous job in the District of Columbia. I used to deliver pizzas for Domino's. They would rob me every day. I had to get a gun, man. Ever seen a Domino's pizza boy with a gun? I used to bust in people's apartments, just Domino's, freeze! Put the money on the floor, man. Get on the floor, don't move. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
There you go. And he was against a guy named Kevin Brennan, I believe his name is. Kevin Brennan was the guy's name.
Yeah.
And
guy's named Brennan would play pivotal parts in his life, apparently.
yeah, and by the way, Dave Chappelle beat him on this show. I guess eventually this was his first appearance.
You said it lasted like 3 weeks.
Wow. Well, damn, I don't even remember that. But I do remember him on Def Comedy Jam once. And I do, and you know what? Since we haven't talked about any Chappelle movies, let's talk about one real quick. He was in Robin Hood, Men in Tights. He played Achu. Remember him?
Yeah.
That was a great movie. That was a fucked up movie, but it was funny. I completely forgot he was in that movie, though. And I forgot he was in Con Air.
Damn, you're right.
He was Pinball in Con Air. And he was in You've Got Mail. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
Yes, I have seen that movie.
Undercover Brother.
Yeah.
I like that movie. Blue Streak.
Oh, he was hilarious in Blue Streak.
Yeah, Screwed. That's a decent movie. But Undercover Brother, believe it or not, I like that movie.
Of course you would.
Movie gets a lot of shit, but I like it.
I love it, man. It honestly, all jokes, it was a throwback. It was a throwback. The music, the everything about it, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, actually, I see Weebs just brought that up that he played. That was in the Mel Brooks Robin Hood Men in Tights. So there we go. Later joked about the irony of him subsequently becoming more successful than Barney the same year. Chapelle was offered the role in Benjamin Buford in in Forrest Gump. Concerned the character was demeaning and the movie would bomb, he turned down the part.
Wow.
You know what? Dave Chappelle really does have a lot of fucking pride. I really, he's a great guy. He really is. He sounds like a great dude. This is like a guy you would want to hang out with, man.
Yeah, and honestly, look, people could say, well, what an idiot. I mean, because, obviously, Tom Hanks won the Oscars and all that. I mean, Forrest Gump. And I enjoyed the hell out of Forrest Gump. But I'm glad he actually turned that role down because I remember the first time I saw Forrest Gump, even I thought that shit. And I would make jokes about my shrimp bow, my shrimp dash, my shrimp dash. I mean, that was probably the most ignorant character. I mean, look, obviously they portrayed him as like the best friend and Bubbles my friend. But they also portrayed Bubba as a fucking idiot.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They really did. I don't give a fuck about black and white, we're friends and we see. No, fuck that. They portrayed him as an idiot.
Yeah, and again, Chappelle took his pride before money. Obviously, he thought.
Honestly, let's be honest. If he had took that role, his career might have blew up sooner.
You never know.
10 years sooner.
You never fucking know. But all right, I say we get into the characters. We really haven't talked Rick James and Prince. And, let's, more Rick James. The Prince one is kind of overshadowed by the Rick James. Of course, I'm talking about, wait a minute here. Unmute. There we go.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
That became, obviously, his main catchphrase.
Yes.
And he said it 3 different ways, but that skit right there, Charlie Murphy, Dave Chappelle did a True Hollywood Stories with Charlie Murphy.
Yes.
This was one of the funniest sketches I think he ever did. There were so many things. The fact that he called Charlie Murphy Darkness.
Darkness, everybody! Everyone! Darkness is spreading!
Darkness.
Here we go.
Get it? Because he's really black.
Yeah.
That's right, Rich. That's right, Rich. Darkness.
And of course, yeah, like Anthony just said, that was
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. But another famous line from that movie, we all know from that movie, that sketch was,
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And for the listeners out there, that was in fact the real Rick James. May he rest in peace.
Yes, it was. He died shortly after this, actually.
Yeah, this might. It's not obvious. I'm not laughing at the fact that he died, but did this brought relevancy back to Rick James' career?
Yeah,
you could debate what kind of relevancy, but it definitely put his name back out in the spotlight.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But let me see here. What other things do I have? Hold on, let me go here. I got a bunch from that character, obviously, because that character was so big for him. Let's see.
Evil mother, black magic, darkness.
Let's see. Oh, the stick. Here we go.
The stickiest of the icky.
The sticky. You want to smoke with Rick James, bitch?
Welcome to the Chinatown. A tang-a-tang-tang, a tang-a-tang-tang-tang. I wish I had more hands so I could give those titties 4 thumbs down. This is a celebration, bitch. Smack it.
All right, there's a few of those that. Oh shit! I accidentally got rid of that. That might actually play something again. So whatever. But yeah, this was probably. You think this was probably his, like I said, most famous? Like this really? I mean, people were screaming "Rick James, bitch" in crowds.
Yes, I mean, this is going to be synonymous with the show forever and a day. when anytime the show is referenced, you're gonna hear at some point inevitably Rick James bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna hear, like I said, everybody has their own personal favorite sketches. We'll be here all night talking about random sketches, but Rick James is literally, that line is synonymous with the whole, that not even the show, his whole career.
Yeah.
At this point.
Absolutely. What was he? This was another one from it.
Bitch, come over here and have sex with Charlie Murphy. I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers and one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Well, yeah, just listening to Charlie Murphy tell this story, and Rick James agreeing with, obviously, one of the lines.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
But he's telling the story and he's confirming most of it, which is even better. But unfucking believable. Then he talks about how Rick James slapped him. Let me see.
I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. It was an accident. I was having too much fun. I'll offer you a truce. The stinkiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
But that was a great one. And then he ended up doing another one the next show, because that one obviously was popular. And he did Charlie Murphy meeting Prince. And he talked about Prince and the Revolution beating his ass in a basketball game. Yeah.
Real quick, talk about the Rick James
Sure.
one.
Yeah,
That came out when I was in 8th grade, and you could tell real quick who was a fan of the show and who wasn't, because we would walk around like the very next day. It was like, what did the five fingers say to the face? And any time somebody didn't know the answer, we would fucking slap them. So many people got slapped that day.
Oh, I forgot to play that one. Oh no, I didn't. I got it. All right. Yeah, you're right.
Slap.
Wait a minute. I didn't play that one. Where is it? I know I had it. Motherfucker. God damn it. I missed it.
Also, real quick, two skits that I think we should talk about before we wrap this up.
Mhm.
I actually forgot one of them, but when Keeping It Real goes wrong, and the Making the Band skit.
Yeah, and you're right, those two, and we also need to bring up great moments in hookup history.
Oh shit, the Tupac skit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was season 3. That was like one of the only worthwhile things about season 3, in my opinion.
Was that the first or the second one on season 3?
First episode.
The first one on season 3. Give me a minute. I'll try to.
I posted it in the Mixler chat. There's a list here of all the skits and all the episodes when they happened.
Oh, you did?
And it's weird. I don't even know why didn't Smart, wasn't that last DVD like the lost episodes, because it was only like 3 episodes?
That was the only one I didn't buy. I have the first season. I have the second season.
You said, fuck it, it's not Chapelle show.
It was not. It was Charlie Murphy and Darnell out there introducing stuff from that shit. So let's see. Let me get this Tupac one here.
They basically were doing like a live shoot interview about why Dave wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think at one point Donnell goes, "I'm not rich, bitch, anymore. I'm broke, bitch."
Yeah, but you know what? They also
that's how they ended the show.
And they also showed a lot of skits that kind of showed leading up to Dave leaving. They did the one where, everybody was asking him for money and charging him more for things, and you could almost see him
breaking down.
Yeah, exactly, breaking down. Exactly. It was almost, what do they say, art imitating life?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was art imitating life.
Yeah.
In this whole show. Oh, God, he did that. He did Chuck Taylor one more time. So.
And the funny thing is about those last couple episodes, because I actually do have all of the episodes, but I very rarely go back to watch those last episodes, because as funny as some of the skits are, it's like you said, it's art imitating life. They're almost kind of eerie to watch, because you could almost see like in his face, even though they're going for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the man's eyes, you could tell like it's like some of the shit they had him doing in those last few skits was just like, because he even did interviews. Basically said he didn't. I think he was a tidy bowl man in one, and I think that was the one that kind of set him off.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I've got the thing that Smark was just talking about, the Tupac episode here.
Yes, one of my favorites.
T-shirts 2 for $10, man.
Hold on here.
Tupac lives!
Let's just say his lyrics were a little bit before their time. Check this out.
Exclusive is that new Tupac.
Listen close as life turns its pages. Machiavelli here kicking rhymes for the ages. Seen things in stages. Wise words spoken by sages. From Skytel to Blackberry pages. Your crew don't phase us. We'll make you busters pay us. Run up in your spot like CJ from San Andreas. I wrote this song a long time ago. A real long time ago. Feel me? I wrote this song a long time ago. It was the dopest song I ever wrote in 94. What can a nigga do when half the people voted for George W? George W. Can't be true. To choke him, cause he's a snitch. I'm talking about George W. Smith from City Council. He ran in 93 out in Oakland. You probably didn't hear about him. I wrote this song a real long time ago. Way before Slim Shady was in demand. Way before we dropped Baloney on Afghanistan. I wrote this song in 94. Am I doing this? Look around the club, see everyone in the place. Showing Park love, got a smile on my face. The girl in the miniskirt has bad taste, cause that shirt don't match. Here's a pudding stain on the back. What the fuck is that? It might be doo-doo. You in the back, you ain't shit. You bought a gin and tonic, but you didn't even tip. And if you hit this table one more time, then the record might skip. I told you, stop hitting the tape. I wrote this rap in 1994. I'm not alive. Thug life. Dave Chapelle, that ain't your wife. Kids, go home. So long time ago, a real long time ago, way before Lee Siegel had to do a bid, way before Dave Chappelle had 2 kids. No kid, no coochie.
Tupac, rest in peace.
Oh God. The only thing that could have made that skit funnier, in my opinion, is fucking Facebook and Twitter references.
Yeah.
That would have did it for me. And then follow it up with way back in 94.
Oh God, that was a great. Literally, we could probably play every episode.
So speaking of, like, while we're talking about that, like a musical skit, a lot of the musical guests he had were fucking amazing. Like, if you look at, there's a lot of people, there just needed a lot. There was like, Mos Def was on one episode.
Mm-hmm.
De La Soul, Black Star, The Roots. He had Kanye West on before he went fucking nuts. Like Erykah Badu, Wyclef. There was so many great musical guests.
Mm-hmm. You know what Mos Def was on?
He was on. He did a musical performance, but he also did the racial draft.
Oh no! He was on NYPD Blue.
Yeah.
Actually, he did like 5 or 6 episodes of NYPD Blue. Yeah, he did.
Yes, he's a very talented guy.
He is, man. Yeah. It's just a lot of these New York guys, dude. New York is like another LA, but all the actors in the New York shows are all the same. So that's why I can wrap most of them to NYPD Blue. But yeah, you want to play some one of the great moments in hookup history, guys?
Oh, yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
At the Areola 54 Bar and Grill. During the cold November of 1999, 23-year-old Martin Johnson had but one thing on his mind: a piece of ass.
That was a big night for me. I've been on an 8-week losing streak, man. I need to pull out a win, and I needed it then.
I don't think so.
After a night he chalked up to bad calls, with time running out, Johnson had one last fleeting stab at glory.
Bartender, I would like another drink.
Ashley Evans, affectionately known throughout the league as Smashley Evans, was putting the finishing touches on a newly single party with her friends.
And I would like a man.
When the bartender took away her keys.
Can anybody take this drunk, horny, crazy woman home?
At that moment, Johnson heard the imminent whistle from the train of destiny.
He's shucking and driving.
As the pass went up, Johnson sprung into action. It was Jimmy Mackey's 9th interception of the year, living up to his reputation as one of the bad boys of the league. Johnson was crushed. But they say perseverance is the hallmark of a champion, and Martin Johnson had it in spades. After a night of bad calls, Johnson finally got a penalty in his favor. Johnson employed a trick play, one he hadn't used since his high school days.
Hey, you forgot your scarf.
But it wasn't her scarf. Young Ashley didn't even own a scarf, but was too drunk to realize it.
Take me home.
Yes, I will.
When opportunity and quick thinking meet the way they did that fateful night.
Good evening, sir.
That's a great moment in hookup history.
There you go. A great moment in hookup history.
Yeah.
Another great. And what was the other one you brought up, Smark? You brought up another one.
Making that one. Yeah, making the band, and when keeping it real goes wrong.
When keeping it real goes. I forgot what that one was. But making the band. That's a long one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty long. But I mean, I didn't necessarily want you to play it. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit, and it was fucking amazing.
That was the problem. That's because me and Smark we talked about this off air. I think it was a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the most accurate portrayal of Sean P. Diddy Combs that has ever been captured on film. I'm sorry.
I'm closing the studio down.
That footage needs to be preserved. So
dress up as a clown, surprise school trip.
The next generation can study it.
Be a family unit. Love each other. This will never work.
That's right, man. That's right.
Go out there and get daddy a hit. I'm gonna take a nap.
Breast milk. You make my day.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. I can play that. I want to see the part where Dylon. Where's the one where he's this 5? Hold on. Where's that?
How are you gonna choke a lady?
Yeah.
There.
Me a sugar cookie.
Hold on here.
A sugar cookie, man. This is crazy. Whole time. Think about it. Dylon. Man, look, this is not what I got in the music business to be doing. To be a sugar cookie getter, you know, I'm a rapper. Who are the 5 best rappers of all time? Think about it. Dylon, and Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
Oh, fuck.
And the amazing thing about that is, like, we're coming up on, like, probably 15 years or so removed from making the band.
Mm-hmm.
And the only person people remember from that is Dylon, and for that exact reason.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
It's 100% Cambodian, yeah.
Cambodian breast milk.
It's the real shit. Breast milk, you made my day.
For those who don't know, a Warriors reference. We've done that movie. Check it out. It is on YouTube, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. Check that out.
Not only am I gonna open the studio up, I'm sending you in there with the legend. That's right, Wyclef, Playboy.
No disrespect. I wanted to work with Wyclef more than I wanted to work with Puff. Yo, Dylon, you ready to get it started, baby?
All right, here we go.
All right, let's get to the breast milk song. Where is that? Did I miss it? Was it before he got the breast milk?
I think it's after the Wyclef part.
I'm looking for it here.
And just because we talking about P. Diddy, I feel obligated contractually to say, take that, take that.
And by the way, we have to bring up the robot guy. Every now and then, a guy would you'd be sitting there and the guy would come down. He's just being a robot, just doing the robot.
And for some reason, like, Tyrone Biggums knew who he was.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, it's Carl. What's up, Carl?
You know who that is?
Who's that?
That's Vanguard One's second cousin, twice removed.
Nice. Nice. I can't find that song. I'm passing it probably, but anyway.
Yeah, because it's an 11-minute skit. But suffice to say, I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. But it is funny.
Yeah, it is. Let me see here. I think I just passed it right there.
You got it?
Maybe.
Dress up like a clown and surprise kids to school. Then I take a dump in the back of a movie theater and just wait. Somebody sat in it. Hear it squish. It's funny to me. Then I paint, read, and play violin. I climb the mountains and sing the songs that I like to sing. But I don't got that kind of time. Playboy. Playboy. You just gonna comb your hair, Playboy?
Maybe I'm not there. All right.
You just gonna do your taxes, Ness?
I could probably find it. I bet if I went to YouTube, I could find it.
So while you're looking at, while you're looking for that, I wanted to bring up a point to you guys about the skits, or ask you a question, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of longevity, in terms of like replay value, do you think these skits overall stand the test of time? In terms of like just being funny, like in other words, these skits are over 10 years old at this point. Some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think like 20, 30 years from now, like they'll still have like the same replay value culturally?
Oh yeah. If people still have a fucking sense of humor, yes. Yeah.
What about you, Smart?
Most of them. Like, I mean, he didn't really reference anything that was too, niche-y at the time, like stuff that wouldn't stand the test of time. There wasn't a lot of references like about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like people might forget about the R. Kelly stuff, but everything else he does a good job of like explaining prior to the skit.
Yeah.
Like what he's going for, yeah.
Yeah, he provides enough context that, anybody can watch it 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and still be able to get why it's funny.
And I have to respectfully disagree. You don't forget getting pissed on, Smart. you don't forget reading a story about a dude pissing on a 14-year-old girl.
What?
I mean, even if you don't know like what happened with R. Kelly, just the song itself is funny enough.
Yeah.
Only thing make my life complete is when I turn your face into a toilet seat.
Yeah.
I want to piss on you.
And plus, remember, these kids, this generation has a little thing called Google and YouTube.
Yeah.
That we didn't have way back when.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if, like I say, and that's the thing. Like even if you don't have context, all you got to do is get on your computer and go, R. Kelly piss. All you type, and then all of this information will come up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, dude.
Me?
No, Anthony. You're still breaking up a little bit, but it's all right.
You've entered a tunnel.
You've entered the Twilight Zone. Imagine, if you will.
Doing so fucking well.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You are good, sir. Do not worry. You're back. But here, do you want to? We could play some piss on you.
Fuck it.
Well,
I mean, like, yeah, I feel like
here,
if we don't play it, it'd be like, what was all the fuss about?
Here, the remix. I've got the remix here. It's 52 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here. Might be an ad. Let me see. Nope.
Y'all ready? Here we go.
Ugh.
I'll pick you up from the club, take you home to make some love. Got a surprise, close your eyes. I'm gonna cover you in suds. I'm I'ma give you some poo-poo. I'ma give you some pee-pee. I'ma give you some doo-doo. I'm washing down some wee-wee. This is the remix edition of a song about pissing. I got the pee and Rick and there's juice in the kitchen. Yeah, that's how it goes at the R. Kelly party. I sip Chris. You drink piss. I piss on you remix. You heard? No, I'm serious. I really do want to piss on you.
There you go. There's that one. I know it was bad quality, but I hope you guys could all hear it.
But and what? How amazing is it? I don't know what it is, but whenever he would put on like the prosthetics and the makeup, isn't it amazing how eerie Dave Chappelle could make himself look like somebody else? Yeah. Whether it was Prince, Rick James, R. Kelly with the ball cap and the goatee, it was kind of eerie in some of those episodes.
Yeah, it was. Bobby just tried to call, and for some reason it won't let me add him to the group call. So give me
Oh, yeah, by the way, if you do want to call in, like Bobby, loyal listener of the show, 469-206-4466, 469-206-4466, or Skype in THT Podcast.
There you go. I might try to call Bobby back, see if I can add him to the call.
Bobby is a good fucking man.
Yes, he is. Let's see if I can find him here.
Okay, let me see. Smark, got him?
Nope.
You guys are both still there. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Hey, Smark, do you have any auxiliary thoughts about Mr. Dave Chappelle? Any skits we might have missed?
Not about a skit, but I will say is what I think made him so good, like just beyond the delivery, was like he had the best fucking facial responses and mannerisms. Like just one of the funniest things for me was just him throwing an uppercut. Like he did it a couple times during the show, but the way that he did the uppercut was so fucking hilarious. It just every time I see it, it gets me.
Yeah, you know, honestly, and don't even laugh, but it honestly always used to make me think of Street Fighter 2. Seriously.
Or like we were talking about the love contract earlier. He uses a condom and he shoots it into the garbage. Kobe. He does like a jump shot motion. Yeah. It's amazing. Like some of his movements were just so fucking hilarious. Like everything, everything that he did, from delivery to the facial reactions to his mannerisms, they're just so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a comic from head to toe. His facial expressions, just everything about him.
Yes.
He was a comic.
Yeah. Put it to you like this: every time I saw Dave Chappelle throw a punch, I always felt the need to yell "a Dugan."
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Also, for what it's worth, just a bit of trivia. Like in 2014 or 2015, he was doing stand-up. He was touring with Hannibal Buress, and I would have loved to have seen that show. That had to have been fucking incredible.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Hannibal Buress. He's kind of exposed himself to be kind of a one-hit wonder in every sense of the word.
Not at all. No, have you? I don't know. Have you actually heard his stand-up? He's fucking great.
He is good. I've heard him on a Joe Rogan show a few times, and he's good.
I mean, he's not the worst I've ever heard, but it's like, yeah, he's hit and miss for me sometimes.
Most comics are. All right, let's do this. I got some Tyrone Biggums clips here, if you want to hear some of those. Another character, the crackhead character of Dave Chappelle.
Is it from the first episode? All of my favorite cartoon characters came alive.
They're from all over. This will make us think of a few episodes that he's done, because he did a few, like the Anthrax episode, where he was snorting it, putting it all over his gums.
Well, you just mentioned Joe Rogan. He did. Tyrone Biggums was on his Fear Factor skit.
Yeah, he did, and he also did the great pair of New York boobs.
That one, like, there's not too much to talk about on that one, but that one is just so fucking silly.
Just
that I
the
love
way,
it.
The way you've got a great pair of.
At one point, he gives like the button for Great New York boobs to like just a fat dude, and he's staring at him.
And the guy's like, "What the fuck?" It's the way he says "You've got a great pair of New York bibs." It's just like, it's perfect.
Fellas, what about what about the first black man to use a white toilet? You guys remember that skit?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh.
I want to see if I can find the New York boobs.
Oh my God! You see, I Know Black People was another good one.
You want to talk about offensive shit? He did the Roots gag reel.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yes.
I told you not to, Nick. I told you shit was about to get worse.
He's up there and then he jumps down and the funniest part of that sketch is when he's doing the, your name is Toby, whoopsh, kunta, and he jumps off and starts beating up the guy. I told you he was scared of me. The funniest part though is when he jumps back up there and immediately goes right to the face.
Oh shit! Oh my God! Just imagine, think of this, fellas. As funny as the shit that made air, Comedy Central in the archives and what guys, oh my God, probably got fucking hours upon hours of stuff that was probably too offensive to really make air.
Oh yeah.
But they just sitting on top of it, and I hope one day we kind of see it.
Oh yeah. Here you go, back to the New York boobs.
Boy, she had some sweet New York boobs.
The way he says it is excellent. New York boobs.
And Box, I know you're not a big hip hop guy, but two of my favorite musical performances from the show. I don't know if you got those clips saved. Was the Mos Def episode and De La Soul. Those two episodes, in terms of music, those were probably my two favorite musical guests on the show.
Yeah, I skipped past some of the music. Most of the music.
Yeah, I know you're not a hip hop guy, but I that's another underrated aspect of the show that I really appreciate.
Oh, he had
you could some of the guests he had. You could tell like Dave Chapelle is a fan of true hip hop.
Oh yeah. I mean, he definitely had a lot of. At that time, they were really big acts on that show. Like Smark said earlier, he had a lot of fucking really big acts on that show, and he did, man. At that time, those were all the popular acts.
Yeah, and he also had a lot of I don't want to say underground, but guys that didn't have a lot of buzz to them that are really fucking good. Killer Mike, the Roots, Common.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even CeeLo Green made he made an appearance in early 2004 before he kind of blew up.
Wow, and Common now is another guy who's doing movies. So, yeah, he was in what was that movie? Now You See Me.
Yeah,
and he's done a couple more.
Barbershop, the last one.
Yeah, he's in the newest one. I haven't. Have you? Did you see the newest one?
Yeah.
You did?
I mean, I get this is a little sidetrack. I mean, it's certain.
I can already tell you're working so hard to try to defend this movie.
Which one, The Barbershop?
Yes.
I'll watch it.
But I'm not going to defend it at all. I just think certain movies don't need sequels.
Definitely.
I want to see. Look, I'm going to be honest, and I've said before, I like both Barbershops so far. I have not seen the new one. I probably need to check it out. Is it already on DVD?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll get it. We'll leave it at that.
Feds is listening. Always feel like somebody watching you, Box.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, kind of. Every now and then, you know.
Always feel like somebody's watching me.
There you go. And we were gonna play some Tyrone Biggums. Y'all want to do a little bit of Tyrone Biggums just to familiarize yourself? Let's see here. What do we got?
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway? You know what dog food tastes like, do you? It tastes just like it smells. Delicious. It's me, baby. It's Tyrone.
Oh, God. Let's see. I got a few more here.
Y'all act like crack is so bad.
I got more. Of course, I have more. Let me see. Where's the one I want to do here?
Just to get us high for hours. I'm Tyrone Biggum. I heard that I can win a lot of money and I get a pig testicle done with all the fixings. You gotta play to win. Oh, a camera. Ooh-wee. What these buttons do? I want some crack. But now cocaine comes in a delicious shape. Red balls.
Red balls.
It gives me wings.
Red balls was another amazing fucking sketch, man. Another amazing one. Let's see.
Hurry up, girl. I want to do my turn. Grab that penis. Suck them juices off. Suck it.
Tons of fucking great ones from that one. I don't know if I got another one. Let's see.
There's never back to Joe Rogan. I'm trying to get some crack rocks.
Yeah, Joe Rogan was on what, 3 of these? 2 of these, maybe?
Yeah, like 2.
Yeah. And
there's a part where he tells the kids, like he's speaking to the children,
Mhm.
he tells them how to get crack.
Yes.
It's like, now we all know that we can go see J-Man on the East Side.
He's telling the kids how to get crack, where to get crack, fucking everything. That again, that was a great character he came up with. Dave Chappelle really was fucking brilliant when it came to these characters. He really got into them. The Sam Jackson character, we played that whole sketch, but I mean, that was another big one. I heard people in bars doing that.
Bill Burr was saying on his podcast that Dave was screaming so loud that his fucking eardrums started bleeding.
Dude, yeah, well.
No, I can't stop yelling, because that's how I talk. You ain't never seen my movies.
That's why. So yeah, that was another. This character was great though. This Sam Jackson character. I loved this fucking sketch. So like I said, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Dave Chappelle he just was like that cool teacher that taught you when you didn't even realize you were learning shit.
Mm-hmm.
If that's another way to kind of look at it, like you honestly, like especially now, like when you were looking at it when you were younger, if you were like high school age, middle school, you didn't get this. You probably didn't really get the significance of what you were watching at the time.
Yeah,
that only comes with age and time. But looking back on some of this stuff, as like I said, over the top and hilarious as some of it was, if you really pay attention and really watch and pay attention to what he's saying, it's fucking brilliance, man. Literally, it's brilliance.
And we brought up the player haters earlier, the player haters. So here's a few from that just to familiarize ourselves here.
The player haters ball gives us an opportunity to hate on a diverse array of mock-ass mocks, trick-ass mocks, punk bitches and skip-scap skanks and scallywags.
Sounds like they're making fun of wrestling fans. Here we go.
Buck Nasty, you are so dark. When you touch yourself, it's like black on black crime.
You, I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Next nigga say something while I'm talking is getting shot. Please believe that.
And you know, yeah, Eddie Griffith was in some of these. That's awesome, though, that he was.
Well.
I don't know if he has any.
The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi. Buck Nasty, what can I say about that suit that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan? It looks bombed out and depleted. You corny! I like the song the girl sings, Papa Don't Preach. I got a song for you too, bitch. It's called Daughter Don't Sing. Beautiful on the weekends does stunts for Little Richard in gay movies.
There you go. There was some of that. What other characters do we have here? We have any more from this? Wait a minute. We got a couple more from that character.
Killer mama got one big titty and one little titty, and they call the bitch Biggie Small.
Oh, excuse me. I had to put some water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish.
Yeah. And we didn't get some of the, we never got to some of the Prince ones. Here we go.
Assembly your crew. Computer blue. Good hustle.
Shoot it!
Bitches. Darling picky. Would you like to come to my house and listen to some music? This bores me. Game.
Ow!
Purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
There you go. And of course, I have a whole thing of him doing Little John.
What?
Little John.
What?
Little John.
What?
Little John.
What?
Little John.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Bam.
There you go. And of course.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah.
The funny thing about this website is they actually put Little John so you could compare it. Here. Chapelle.
What?
Little John.
What?
Chapelle.
What?
Little John.
What?
Chapelle.
What?
Little John.
What? Skeet, 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 skeet. Skeet, 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 skeet.
And honestly, it's all in the pitch. I mean, he's probably like one of the easiest people to imitate on the face of the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's proof positive. Him and Daniel Bryan are proof positive that you don't need to have a big time vocabulary to be successful in this word. Just come up with a word or two that people can chant. That's easy. I don't know what that says about the kind of like educational practices of the world. Maybe like people's intelligence is going down if they only feel the need that they can chant like one word. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah! Affirmative. Huh? Roger. Yeah. What? Melting down. Ah!
And of course, the one less character I have on this board here is Tron. Let's see here.
And a banana cognac, bitch. Get out my face, nigga. Look at me, America. Look how Tron is living for the city. Big ass titties.
That was another line that became
That's a
huge.
big ass titties.
That was another line. The way he said titties. Everybody was saying that.
They call this a Tron special. Niggas is wildin'.
Yeah, he was in the Mad Real World sketch. So, goddamn, dude. All I can say about this show was racy as hell, edgy as hell. Dave Chappelle did what he wanted to do. Obviously, the kind of comedy that he felt was, him. And went out there and gave it his all. Dave Chappelle was the guy that went out there and left 110% with the crowd.
Yeah.
So like I said, I watched all these shows. I said last week, but it was actually this week. I think I watched all these. So, I never found one episode that I didn't like. Every episode had something memorable about it or something I remembered. Like, oh, shit, I remember someone talking about this or this or this. Every single episode, except, of course, season 3. But all of season 1 and 2, you will find episodes that you've heard. They've become, sound bites, clips, obviously. Yeah. It was so easy for me to find clips of the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
That's why I had so many.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad that, like you said, we can never, just because of the climate we live in, they can never bring it back. I mean,
no.
Even if I don't even know the current relationship between Comedy Central and Dave Chappelle, because they barely play the reruns anymore for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, even if they were to bring them back, it would be so watered down that it wouldn't even. It would almost be like it would almost be like WWE bringing back ECW 2.0. It wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't. There'd be this show. Watered down isn't even the word. It would be stripped of funniness.
Yeah, I guarantee you, like the first skit of the first episode would be like you'd have fucking the parents, you'd have moms, you'd have the moms against Dave Chappelle on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. You'd have so many people bitching because everybody would be offended. Every group would have an anti-defamation league. Italians, black. You'd have black people fucking protesting against Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, pretty much. You'd have everybody doing it, man. But just an amazing fucking show. Smart, give us your opinion on the Chappelle Show overall. Obviously a big fan.
Oh, definitely. I was thinking it's a weird comparison to make, but I kind of think that it was like our generation or my generation's like Monty Python. because there's like a lot of people like you can there's a lot of stuff you can quote in Monty Python, and there's a lot of stuff. I mean, to this day, I could still quote everything from Chappelle's show.
Yeah, I never. You kind of could put him as a Monty Python type of. I see where you're coming from, because I've seen all the Monty Pythons. The what was it? The Holy Grail, Life of Brian, Meaning of Life. I love all those. But yeah, I can definitely see your comparison there. He might have been, because no one really got to experience the real. Yeah, you guys didn't really have a Monty Python. Those were in my time.
And like you said, like every episode, there's something memorable that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Sans season 3, of course, but every episode, there's some type of iconic character or skit that you'll remember about it.
Yeah, and there might even be one in season 3. To be honest with you, I just don't. I don't know. There were so many sketches in that one that were just really. When you watch that third season and you see Charlie Murphy and Darnell come out, you're kind of takes a little away from you. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. But then you remember, oh yeah, Dave Chappelle left the fucking show, basically walked away from everything. So,
and it also shows how just how ruthless the fucking the entertainment business is. How they'll prostitute you to the bitter end. I mean, rather than shelve the footage, they was just like, fuck it. We taped it, we filmed it, we own it. We gonna get some money off this motherfucker. So we gonna find a way to kind of repurpose this footage.
Oh, I mean,
and then they put it out there, and they just had them out there. It's like the fucking puppets to say, hey, Dave's not here, so we got you guys. People kind of like you. They think you're funny. You're not Dave Chappelle funny, but you'll do the trick. You'll do the trick.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, going back to the fact that he walked out on that much money, I would go with more respect for him doing it. In my, that's my opinion. Some people are going to absolutely look at that as, holy shit, what a crazy motherfucker. He must have lost his fucking mind. I look at it as, like I said, a self-pride thing. The guy holds a lot of, dignity. And you really can't fault him for standing up for something he believes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he walked away from the show. But, yeah, even, my memory sucks. We all know this. But even season 3, I'm sure, had a few things in it that were really good that I just don't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It just was sad, because a little final 2 cents on this piece here. I feel like, in a weird way, Chappelle's show was the end of an era for just a strong black presence on TV. Now, just hear me out here, because the 90s into the early 2000s, there was a strong, heavy emphasis on black people, just like ensemble shows that were based around African Americans. And then somewhere along the way, it stopped. Now, look, you can debate, well, some things were, buffoonery, coonery, whatever, what have you. But the point was, it was a strong presence, and it was versatile. It wasn't about, everybody's a clown, everybody's a thug, everybody plays into, these stereotypes that people have of black people. Nowadays, it's fucking trash. It's fucking garbage. I'm sorry. I've never watched an episode of Love of Hip Hop. Fuck that show. Fuck that piece of shit. It just seems like every show now is just like a caricature of, this is how black people act. You don't see fucking Fresh Prince and Martin. You don't see Martin. You don't see Living Sin. You don't see a different world. Let me say this. That was a good fucking show. I understand the whole Cosby connection, but fuck that. If you look at the history of the show, he was hardly on it past the first season. It became its own individualized show. And more people, more African Americans went to college because of that fucking show. And then it's like all of a sudden, we can't have niggas going to school. We can't have niggas going to school, so we got to cancel that shit. Fuck you. More different world, less love and hip hop. Fuck that. What's FIFA? What the fuck is that bitch name? Fifi, Fei. Fuck that shit. Real Housewives of Miami, suck my dick. All of that
Meanwhile,
shit.
that show crushes Raw every week.
No, yeah, that's an creative process. WWE's creative process. I'm serious because I mean that's an. I mean, like I said, I haven't, but that people showed me. But that show's a fucking embarrassment. I'm sorry, it's a fucking embarrassment.
Pretty bad. It is pretty bad. I've never watched it. I've seen a few clips here and there, and I'm kind of surprised because I watched Total Bellas the other day. Which
I gotta watch it. Actually, the episode is on YouTube. I heard you going off on the
yeah. I'm planning on bringing it up Sunday on the wrestling show, so I won't bring it up tonight. But I did watch Total Bellas, and holy fuck!
Apparently, doesn't make him look very good. I should say.
No, John, no, no, not at all. He's a fucking freak. And I know that, the show is scripted. It's a written show. I know. I'm not stupid. But listen, John Cena's not fucking, look, this is not De Niro. John Cena.
Nobody's that good.
John Cena's acting chops aren't that good. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. His acting chops aren't that good. This is not something that John Cena can pull off. So I believe the guy's just really a fucking freak. What's his is his, and don't touch it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I barely watched Total Divas. I just have no interest in those. But it's kind of funny that WWE would. I mean, I don't know if maybe they don't have a choice in the matter, but I'm actually surprised they would actually sign off on letting Cena, that poster boy, be portrayed in a negative light. Especially if you watch him on WWE's television. Oh, it's all about the kids and the charities and moms and apple pie, and you see him on this show, and he kind of comes across as a douche. That's kind of like weird that they would sign off on it. Clearly you would think he would have to go to WWE and say, maybe we shouldn't show this.
Oh,
shit.
definitely, yeah. There definitely would have to go to, yeah, they would definitely have to do that. I don't understand why they would do it either, because he's a douchebag in this fucking show. I mean, he literally treats Daniel Bryan like he's a little bitch.
Hey, but I mean, I guess like I said, we'll save it all for Sunday. But I will say this: Daniel Bryan, you could tell he's a savage, man. Like people say that he can't talk this, that. Daniel Bryan gives zero fucks, and when he really wants to, he can fuck your self-esteem up.
Yeah,
he really can.
Yeah, but he really didn't. I mean, he didn't lay into Cena or anything like that. But, by the end of the show, I'm not going to say he was standing up to him, but he was definitely sticking up for his wife, Brie, who, let's face it, Brie's the better looking Bella just because of the person she is. Nikki is a sad human being. I'm sorry.
They're both sad.
They really are.
Like, they are where they are because they fucked a bunch of people.
I understand they're both not great, but if, you had to choose, it'd be great if you could put, the thoughts of Brie into Nikki's ass, because Nikki's got a great ass, but Brie is, more down to earth. And maybe Daniel Bryan made her that way, but, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, people always put over Brie as the nice one, and that may very. She definitely comes across that way just based on how she lives and how she carries herself. She doesn't say stupid shit like it's a struggle to pay my fucking phone bill and all of this shit. People don't know how hard I work getting on planes and paying my T-Mobile bill. Fuck you. But I will never. It will never stop being funny to me. The fact that fucking Daniel, they fell in love at a gangbang. I mean, come on now. Could you imagine telling your kid, little Jimmy, that story when he's 18? Yeah, I met mom in a gangbang, son.
Just the way that she looked at me when Batista's dick was in her ass, I knew I had to marry this girl.
Oh God!
As
The way she arched that back and went, oh Lord, that 360 she did. Oh well, I don't want to go. I don't want you to put those kind of thoughts of your mom in your head. But
it was the way she looked up at Seamus when she had that when he was fucking her face and she had those eyes. Those eyes were beautiful, child.
On the positive, Daniel Bryan can teach both of them body training at the same time. You're supposed to use the toilet, not somebody's face, Brie.
Oh God! Now, how funny would it be, like, if Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, they kind of hanging out one day? I wonder, does that come up sometime? Like, hey, how's Brie doing? Oh, I know how she's doing.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have conversations with a dude that fucked your wife at some point, and you was there, you was like, I don't know. That's just like, I don't know.
I'm willing to bet.
That's why I fucked your wife, you bearded motherfucker.
I'm willing to bet that doesn't come up much in conversation.
I mean, still, like, even if it doesn't come up in conversation, just to see the dude on a regular basis would just fuck my head up. Like, ugh.
That would suck big time. To have to just look at that guy and be like, yeah, she was fucking him when I met her.
Oh God! Have any of you gentlemen ever been that good of a friend with somebody?
Oh, dude, I'm a good wingman, but I'm not that good of a wingman.
No, I could honestly say, I guess I don't have the worldly experience to say that I've dated somebody after seeing them get gangbanged.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a decent wingman, but that's just crazy. Let's see. Smark posted a highlight from season 3 in here. Let me check that out real quick. Give me a second.
As we get back to the show.
Yeah, you can definitely play it. It's like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just getting something to. I'm at the R. Kelly "Piss on You," so we can play that at the end of the show here.
Also, real quick, if anybody in the chat has something that they want us to cover before we wrap it up, go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Here, let's play this quick 17-second. Give me a second here. Quick 17-second skit that Smark played. Here we go.
And now a hip-hop news break with Chuck Taylor.
Hello, I'm Chuck Taylor. Today, critics say that Dre fell off. How, nigger, his last album was The Chronic.
Jesus.
He did a couple of those in the hip hop news breaks where he's just like he presented hip hop lyrics as news stories, and that was great.
Yeah, he listen. He was a brilliant guy. It looks like he's back to doing some sort of stand up. Anthony said that every now and then he just shows up at clubs and they let him up there because he's fucking Dave Chapelle. But
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either, and I really hope he starts doing more. I'd like to see Dave Chappelle make a big comeback in a big way. To be honest.
Yes. Yeah, the world needs a Dave Chappelle comeback more than a fucking
the world
does
definitely need a Dave Chappelle comeback. I hope he comes back with the same kind of humor he did on this kind of show. The world could use a lightening up.
He has Ferguson material. Like, he's done a bit about Ferguson. You guys need to check it out on YouTube. I don't have a link directly, but there is plenty of things for him to talk about right now, and he talks about all of them.
Good, man. He should listen. I don't know. This is the kind of guy you want doing comedy. It was funny he did Gallagher because, Anthony brought up
what's Black Gallagher's favorite game? Black Gallagher.
I know it was funny he did the Black Gallagher though because he is. Anthony mentioned Seinfeld earlier, and Seinfeld really did sort of take Gallagher's gimmick and run with it. Gallagher was the observational humorist, the observational comic, until he really got deep into some of his stuff. He was very political. So Dave Chappelle sort of is the Black Gallagher. It was ironic that he did it because he kind of is that Black Gallagher guy with the observational humor, and that's kind of who Seinfeld is. So really, it's the same sort of thing there. It's it was very weird that he did that character. Because it's almost fucking true. So, I don't know. What else we got, guys? Oh, you just...
I don't know if this is the same clip that Smark was talking about, but I actually did find a YouTube clip of Dave Chappelle talking about Ferguson and gay protests.
Yeah, it is. There's a quick commercial. Let me hit mute real quick and pass the commercial. It's a 30-second commercial. So give me a second to pass, or actually about 30 seconds. Oh, skip, and here we go.
Speaking of Black Gallagher,
It's
like,
beautiful.
he had his delivery down to a fucking science. Like he was so good at being able to emulate what Gallagher did. Like the whole cadence.
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden. We're like Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. He did. He really did. And I'll tell you what, and like I said, he really was sort of that Black Gallagher. Observational humor, over the top. Gallagher did a little more, well, how should I put this? Popcorn, bubblegum humor.
Yeah, he was a safe
Well, at that time, that's what was making the money. So, let's quickly check this out. I'm not going to play all 2 minutes of it, but we'll see what we got here.
I imagine a lot of people here are very rich. Is that true?
Yeah, this quality is really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually
it's in like super mono. So search it out, guys. It's he's got some more stuff. Just basically type in Dave Chappelle 2014, 16.
Yeah, because for some reason I had some clips on standby. Now this one I actually never watched. Maybe Smart can give us a little bit of background on it. But apparently, Dave Chappelle, he dissed Key and Peele. They've been doing my show for 5 years. Have you seen this skit, Smart?
I actually I haven't seen it yet, but I did see it while I was searching YouTube for clips. I'm really interested about it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pull it up. Give me 1 second.
Are those the...
Okay,
those aren't the guys I'm thinking of. Okay.
They did like the Family Matters skit, the
yeah.
Substitute skit.
I know who the one guy is. The bald guy, I definitely know who he is. He's been in a ton of things.
That's Keegan-Michael Key. That's
right,
Key.
Right.
The other guy is Jordan Peele. They were on Mad TV together. That's how they got their start. Then they moved on from there. It's interesting that he would say that they're doing what he was doing because, like, they have a very unique feel to their show. Like, they do satires and they use like very specific like satires of certain films and like things like that. Like they do like murder mysteries and things like that. They do a very detailed parody of things.
So they're kind of just they've updated is what they've done. So all right.
Like they'll do cop shows and they'll have like the type of cinematography that you would expect from a cop show. Like they're very detail oriented.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I did post a clip, by the way. It's a minute and a half.
Let me see here. Let me go to it real fast.
I think one of their most famous skits was like they were at a party with their girlfriends and they like got super far away from them and they were like, so she was telling me to do something and I said, bitch. But then like they keep doing it to where they get farther and farther away from them. Like at one point they're underwater and then another point they're in space. It's like I said, bitch.
Jeez. Yeah. Let's see. Let me check the quality on this real quick.
Peele do my show for the last 5 fucking years. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. How many years has it been since Block Party?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't know. Goddamn, nigga. I look like fucking Morgan Freeman. It's been a long time since you've seen me, New York. You know I'm just stalling. And Black Lives do matter.
Fucking crowd is amazing.
Say that.
All right, from here he goes there. Yeah?
Do matter. And the best way to show people
that Black Lives Matter is to live a good black life. As Kanye West once said, my life is dope, and I do dope shit.
Hey, yeah. This is Dave Chapelle, man. This is a legend. New York City.
Wow, he's kind of doing the Jim Brewer thing where he's mixing the music and the comedy, huh?
Yeah. That basically what he's doing with this little deal here is kind of like similar to what he did to what he did with Dave Chappelle's Block Party.
Right. But Jim Brewer does that heavy metal comedy and all that shit where he's got a band behind him and cool. Good for him. I definitely want to see more of Dave Chappelle, and it looks like we will.
Yeah,
because he's coming back.
He's probably he's probably in a place where he can just pick and choose his own spots, which is a good place to be.
Yeah. So
he lives modestly. I'm pretty sure that he still has plenty of that Comedy Central money sitting around.
I would guess so. So on that note, you guys got anything else, or should we roll it from here? Wrap it up, bitch.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B. Let's wrap it up, I guess. THT Movie Review. You can find us on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, Twitter. Just look up THT Movie Review. You'll find us all there. And, of course, you can find us on iTunes. We're here every Friday night at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And don't ever forget to check out the THT Wrestling Podcast. We are on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock p.m., sometimes 9:30. I'm not sure what time he wanted to change it. He may not. I don't know. Let's go with 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday nights. Check us out this Sunday. We will be on doing a little weekend episode. You can check us out right here on Mixer.com/THT Podcast. Anthony, Smark, what else you got to say before we end this shit?
I'm Rick
There
James.
you go. All right.
And, of course, it wouldn't be a call-in from me if I didn't mention Taylor Hendricks. So, I love you. Marry me sometime. We're going to get this shit sorted out.
There you go. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and play Dave Chappelle doing R. Kelly, Piss on You. Enjoy the song, everybody. It is playing. Have fun.
Later.
See, rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs, cooling in my Escalade. Man, I'm paid, I got it made. Take me to your special place. Close your eyes, show me your face. I'm gonna piss on it. Lovers wanna love, I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Yes, I do. I piss on you. I pee on you. Set your body is a porta potty, and my pee got kicked. Like a nice Ferrari. I'm gonna pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. Pee on you. Drip on you. It's on you. It's on you. You never feel quite the same when you get a whiff of my Hershey stains. I love you too. I want to pee in your food. Only thing to make my life complete is when I turn your face to a toilet seat. I want to pee on you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll pee on you. I'll piss on you. Haters wanna hate. Lovers wanna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Yes, I do. I'll piss on you. I'll pee on you. Won't you braid my hair? Won't you braid my hair? Before you start, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall on you.